going on, YouTube? Oh my God, I didn't realize, hey guys, I didn't realize it was sitting there scheduled. It's been sitting there scheduled the whole time, ain't it? I was just thinking about coming on, now I'm here. So maybe alerts went out, maybe they didn't. Yo, what's going on, guys? How's it going? It's a little bright out today. I don't know if we're going to be able to avoid some of this or not. I doubt it. How you doing, Swade? Ian? Yeah, the sun, guys, it's blue. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. Hell, that made it worse. I'll just leave it open, I guess. Guess I'll just leave it open. Lucas? There you go, KDS. That's where you got to start, right there. That's what I did. I did my pre-trips first. It's that bright shirt. No, it's not the shirt. It is not the shirt. How you doing, Legend Killer? Brad? You like it? Yeah, I'm definitely glowing. So, guys, we are in Columbia, South Carolina, at this pilot. This place is a crap hole. I'll just warn you guys. It's absolutely terrible here. I've seen a lot of tight truck stops. This one takes the cake right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is not an easy truck stop to park at or get in and out of. Yeah, CPAP, but this one's a little extra. This one's a little extra crappy. Harmony. It's an interesting name. How do you tell if you're having critical events? KDS, you'll get them on you'll get a thing on the Qualcomm. You'll get a message on the Qualcomm that says critical event recorded. What's going on, Mac? Lizard will be pounding joy. No, I don't think so, man. At least I hope not. Hey, Zach, you cannot take I-29 from Kansas City to Omaha, all right? You got to take 35 up to Des Moines and go across. Do not try to take 29. It's not going to be open for weeks, man. That brand new Love's up there they just built on 29 is completely underwater.
Oh my God, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, it's completely underwater up there, so you want to upgrade to 30K. Yeah, you'll get a message on the Qualcomm if you get a critical event. It'll tell you. I heard back from our recruiter, probably found out what happened. Okay?
Oh, that's Red Viking Truckers old company.
Georgia Pacific, or whatever it is. Georgia something, isn't it?
Yeah, that's his old company.
You need swimwear for going there. Yeah, you can't go up 29, guys. It's in bad shape up there. It's gonna be like that for weeks, they're saying. So that's not gonna be an easy fix. So make sure when you guys are going up there, you route yourselves around that. No, Albert, she's talking about critical events are things you do with your truck. If you have a critical event braking, which means you were following too close to somebody, had to slam on the brakes. Any kind of overspeed. If you go too fast for too long, it'll overspeed you. I think it's like 72 miles an hour. If you're 72 or above for more than like 7 seconds or something, it's a critical event. Caliber, I'm at that little crappy pilot in Columbia, South Carolina. And we actually moved, folks. We actually were parked in a different spot and realized that we were not going to be able to get out of our parking spot in the morning unless a lot of people were gone. So we went ahead and moved and took a end spot down here that goes straight out. Should have went to the TA. Well, we're only I won't have to start my clock. I still have the old Qualcomm, and I'm only 0.8 miles from our delivery in the morning, so we won't have to start no clocks in the morning to deliver. That's why we come here. We got to deliver this Cargill over here in the morning, 6 o'clock. We got a load of trim. It just says you heard back from your recruiter, Harmony. That's the only thing I see. Should have went to the Petro. I didn't realize I'd been to this pilot before. I actually seen an accident at this pilot one morning. Oh, Brad, look into it, man. My only suggestion is make sure you do your research, make sure it's going to be the right job for you. Because trucking's not for everybody. I tell everybody that. It's not for everybody. 32,000 miles. There you go. Good job, Legend. Yeah, they're. I think they opened upgrades back up today. I'm not positive on that, but I think they did. Because even my fleet manager sent me a message about Stefan, making sure that we got everything in order for him because he's getting close. Because he's getting close. Yeah, Lucas, that's been a problem here recently, California and Washington, man. Daryl started orientation today. So Daryl went and took the drug test today and the physical, I'm sure.
Hope he studied.
Yeah, I hope he didn't study. Hope he didn't study too hard for the drug test, Daryl. You'll be all right. Guys, this parking situation here is going to be brutal tonight.
It's FUBAR.
FUBAR, yeah. It's a FUBAR parking area. There's barely enough room to walk around in here. Headed to Springfield. All right, Steven. Good job, man. Good deal. Good deal. We've got 6,300 miles left. 67.
60.
We got
6,640.
We got 6,640 miles left, and then Stefan will be ready to upgrade. So we got about a week and a half. So probably about 2 weeks from today, we'll probably be arriving in Springfield to upgrade Stefan. That would be my guess. Something along those lines. If it takes us that long, it might not. It might not. Hey Thomas, hey, good for you, man. You know, it's a pretty simple. I mean, if you've been a good citizen, you know, that's pretty much all they're looking for, man. They're waiting on your background check to come back. That's it. Sonic and Hardee's there, right? No, Wendy's and Dairy Queen. Wendy's and a Dairy Queen here. What's going on, Terry? Do you have to study for the drug test? Yeah, some people study really hard for it, Bo. Yeah, Harmony, that's all right. So I haven't been told this by any recruiters, but I've been told this by people here on YouTube, that if you've got any kind of charges in the past, it's 10 years after you were off of probation or parole or whatever, not 10 years after the charge. So, you know, if you got charged with a felony 10 years ago, but you were on probation for 2 years, it'll be 2 more years before they really consider you, I think. That's my understanding. So, is this Moneybags channel? What's going on, Brian? No, Albert, they send it over to Qualcomm. They send us messages. They just sent us a message on the I-29 situation a little while ago. So, to give you an example, it says, Fleet update on Missouri, Iowa, and Nebraska closures. I-29 is closed at Rockport, mile 110, north and south, all the way to Omaha, Nebraska. To avoid this, you will need to take I-80 around or I-35 to 80 out of Kansas City. Please plan ahead if you're going to be in these areas, as will be closed for a while due to flooding. Thanks, Patty. Tim said I was approved, so heading in. All right, Legend. So you're on Tim's board too then, your trainer is. There's another one started orientation today, Roughneck. I thought it'd be live stream walking through there. Yeah, that was pretty funny that day, guys. That was a pretty funny day. All right, Greg. Congratulations, man. Trifectas are hard to get, so congratulations. It's always nice when I see people get trifectas. Yeah, hey, I saw that. It's like I didn't look at it really good because I was home last night, guys. Those of you that don't know, I posted a picture on the community on my community part of YouTube, and I got home yesterday about 4 in the afternoon. We didn't leave till this morning, so you know, I went out with the family to Golden Corral last night, and then went and hung out at the house for the night, and come back this morning. So it was a nice day. It was a nice night off.
That community thing is a separate notification than your actual
Oh, is it?
videos.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I didn't even get the notification for that.
Yeah, I put a picture on my community tab at my channel of me and my wife and my son having dinner. You still have that video? I remember Cedar said he downloaded it real quick before I deleted it. What's going on, Jeff? And my crew. Yeah, at least you didn't waste a trip. That's true. Yeah, as long as it's 10 years. And see, it's different with everything, so I don't really understand how it all works. Who are you training now? Right now, I still have Stefan. He has 6,600 miles left. 6645 or 40 is what we just decided.
Yeah.
That's what he's got left. So we're sitting in Columbia. We'll get this load off in the morning at 6 a.m. And then I'm going to guess we're going to go back to Clinton, South Carolina, and pick up another load of Sterilite.
Hope not. At least they got parking there, though.
Stefan said he wants to do live streams from now on when you're at home in your place.
That was Logan, isn't it?
Yeah, he knew. Logan, he knew it was you right away. That's pretty funny.
They told me that last night. James says that you're doing his live feed today.
Do my
since he
live
got
feed.
home time.
So unfortunately, I haven't been able to do many live feeds, guys. We've been riding pretty hard. I've been having to do some sleeping. Yeah, Stefan will be ready to roll soon in his own truck. And then I'll be ready for another PSD student. Stefan, are you going back to Minnesota?
Wait,
Checking in from the bucket in Laredo, Texas, Chad. Chad Rich is in the house. Sitting on the bucket. Chad went and visited a taco truck today. So he sent me a picture today, guys, of a roach coach. And he said, guess what time it is? And I think I was supposed to say taco time, but I said bucket time. So... What is a PSD student? PSD is the first phase of training, primarily student driving. That's where you have a permit.
when you volunteer your time.
When when you're doing OJT, on the job training. So that's when you're working for free basically until you get your actual license.
Working for a line of credit.
Yeah, yeah. David H is in the house. What's going on, David? Pick up the U.S. last names first. Greg, I've really yet to kick any students. I mean, Chris, you know, Stefan's talked about Lease and Company. I don't think he's decided yet. He goes back and forth on a daily basis. Back and forth. Thanks, Michael. Welcome to the neighborhood, buddy. 67 people started orientation today. I'll be honest with you, I think they're trying to back the classes down, guys, because what's going on is now we have students piled up waiting on trainers because the trainers have all had to keep their old students because they closed upgrading. So it's just a vicious cycle is what it is. He can have David's truck. He goes company.
See, it's not the leasing of a truck that's scary. It's the health insurance issue.
Yeah, we can turn this sideways. We can talk for a minute.
Leasing isn't just what I'm worried about. It's the health insurance you got to find. You know, there's a lot more liability, and then there's taxes you got to do yourself. So
Pull that curtain around your side, baby. We're gonna try to clean this up a little bit, guys. See if we can't get a little better lighting situation going on here. So Carla's been waiting for a trainer for 2 weeks. So you guys, and you got to remember, upgrades have been closed for 3 weeks. So for 3 weeks, anybody who is ready to upgrade has not been able to. Sorry guys, I'm trying to fix this really quick, if I can. Let's see, that's a little better.
That'll help.
Yeah, just if you pull that just a little bit more, it'll help a little bit more, and then we can, once we get done talking about it. Well, you don't get paid during PSD, guys. That's the problem. Is you don't get paid for PSD phase. You get that $200 loan. So the first time you're waiting for a trainer, you're technically not getting paid. Because what's happening is you're waiting on the trainer, and you're in that first stage of training, which is unpaid, and they give you a $200 a week loan. You still get that, but that's it. Hey Valken, I think $1,300 a week for a local job is good pay. I think $1,300 a week for a local job would be good pay, no doubt in my mind. You're having a Washington problem? That sucks. Yeah, Bam Bam, that happens a lot. There's not many tanker trainers. We don't have many tanker trucks, so we don't have many tanker trainers either. 100 days, that's a long time to wait. We only had 18 make it at Christmas. Well, Michael, depends on whether or not he goes lease or company. If you go company, you don't get to choose your truck, all right? If he goes lease, then he'll see what's available. Oh, you switched your license over to, Nice. Is there a backup on trucks right now? Nicholas, I'm assuming there is still. I'm assuming they're trying to catch up.
Yeah, Logan just asked.
Yeah, he wants to know when you can ride with
He
him.
says he's going to be jobless soon.
Round truck stop golf, anyone? Hey, I'll tell you, Timothy, this Pilot I'm at, man, it's a crap hole. All right, I hate this Pilot. I seen a wreck here last time I was here. So we made sure we got a spot that we can pull out of, and there's no parking spot on one side. We have the curb, and on the other side it's a straight back if somebody wants it. So we're in pretty good shape as far as that goes. But yeah, I don't like this Pilot at all. Once this sun goes down, we can get the lighting fixed, guys. I'll show you the parking lot and show you how bad it is. What's going on, John? Bring your own toilets. Nice. Yeah, that's what you're worried about the most. Yeah, a lot of people are, man. A lot of people worry about that. Isn't Prime doing an overhaul on all their trucks? What do you mean, Bam Bam? I mean, all the trucks are having the idle settings changed, if that's what you mean by overhaul. But yeah, every truck that comes in the yard is getting idle settings changed. What's going on? I'm a B. That cycle is for all 3 school locations or just one, Missouri? The cycle as far as what? Get it figured out. That's my student. That's student Stefan. He is almost done with his training.
Almost.
Just about done. So, what day did you come in?
January 7th.
So
my orientation day.
So Stefan started orientation January 7th. And we got 6,400 miles left. So he'll be done maximum 2 weeks, but probably less than that. The backup for upgrade. Yeah, strange. They closed upgrades everywhere. They closed upgrades everywhere. Yeah, thanks, Phil. We had a good time. Oh, Bam Bam, they always get rid of 3-year trucks. That's how they keep them here. Bam Bam, that's nothing new. That's just a revolving cycle. Yeah, that's just normal. All trucks are on a 3-year lease. Whether the company, even Prime leases their trucks from Success Leasing on 3-year leases. So once that 3 years is up, them trucks are gone. They don't keep trucks a very long time, guys. Closest curtain on all. We had to close the curtains on all sides in order to be able, for y'all to be able to see us. The lighting is crap. Channel page, wax on, wax off. But he's excited. He's almost done, so it won't be long. It won't be long, guys. There goes the reefer. We got a load of trim on here today. Did I get the Strange, I haven't looked at it yet. I'll have to look at it. What's the difference in the suspension? It has a leaf arm instead of leaf springs, and it sucks, Michael. It absolutely sucks. This thing does not handle bumps like any, I mean, it sucks. I mean, it knock you around. There's a reason they call them freight shakers, and you definitely get shook in half to death in the newer ones with the leaf arms. I sure wish they'd have left those springs to absorb some of that bump, you know, and they didn't do that. They talk while they're parked. Hey, Chris, I don't know what's going on exactly. Stefan, calm down. So when you upgrade, yeah. I don't know how to highlight it either, to be honest with you. So you can ask. I mean, you can ask me that all day long. I don't know the answer. I'll flip this back around. Yeah, I don't know the answer because I don't know how it works. And now I'm going to open this to smoke, so we'll see how this lighting goes. So I just got a messenger message from somebody. I'll get back to you after this live. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good and kind of bright. I'm gonna vampire it a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's just the camera on the phone is just crap. He doesn't know how to
deal with it.
Yeah,
that could be it too. I could probably move it down here. Let me see if I move it down here, guys, if it fixes it any. Still just as bad, ain't it? I probably have to come over here to this side, yep. I have to come all the way over here in order to fix it.
Those deep.
And that still didn't fix it. That still didn't fix it. I think you're right. Alright, I was hoping to upgrade on up with International. Hey, Bam Bam, the new Internationals ain't bad trucks. Alright. Does anybody know how long it's currently taking to getting a truck? Tanner, I do not have an answer to that because I do not have any students waiting on trucks right now. So now, Michael, I don't know if you can order a different suspension or not. I don't think so. But what's the? It's a little better, yeah. Yeah, that one's a little better. It's about the same though. Well, that changed it. Stefan's over here taking pictures of me. Yeah, that's a lot better. I bet you mine would do that too.
Yeah, the iPhone's not the greatest.
Yeah, I bet you mine would do that too. Casper bags, yeah, it's pretty bad, man. I'm gonna have to start using the S9 to do my lives during the day because it handles the lighting a lot better than the iPhone. I don't know what the hell's wrong with the iPhone and this lighting. Yeah, Jason will be done soon. Chad's about done with Jason. How long did I get to stay home? I got home yesterday at 4 o'clock. I got back to the truck at 11 o'clock this morning. All right, Roughneck. Yeah, I can tint the windows. I don't have enough lotion on? Yeah, maybe that's what it is. All right, Mr. Chad Rich, I love you too, buddy. Chad's leaving us. Holy crap. I'm having all kinds of issues with that camera, ain't it, guys? Boomer Soomer. Yeah, I do need more sun, right? Is that what it is? What's going on, Mr. Brown? Yes, Mac, you can tint your windows as long as it's legal tint. So you have to go through all 48 states and find out what the maximum is in the least state or whatever, and then that's what you can tint them, which I don't know what it is myself. No, Seether, he does not. That's a pretty funny question, though. Does the doctor molest you during your physical? No, they do not. I'm trying to get this to work, guys. I don't know what's going on with this thing today. It's having an issue.
Top heavy.
It's having a freaking issue. Like, major issue today. And I don't understand it. This side is like way down compared to that side, and I don't understand why. We can fix it somehow though, right? We'll figure it out. Jeez Louise. Hell if I know. We'll just keep working on it. Eventually it'll work. I'll hide that, Seether. But I did answer it, yeah. They do not do a colonoscopy with the finger. Or a machine. No, I'm not in Cali. Heck no. Heck no, I'm in South Carolina. Yeah, it's basically no tint, yeah. They do check you for hernias. Oh, yeah, David H. is in Cali. Yes, he is. Yeah, that's part of a hernia check is part of a DOT physical. It's not just Prime. Any company you go to and get a DOT physical, they're going to check you for hernias, guys. No, Valken, you got to go to the shop. You got to make a shop appointment and go in, I believe, and get it done. What they're doing is just as trucks come into the shop for whatever reason, they're adjusting it, or you can make an appointment just for that. Correct, Bam Bam. Yeah, drop your pants, grab it, cough, roll on out. As long as you're good. As long as you don't have no issues. I'm going to work on this camera a little more, guys, because I think there's got to be a way to fix it. Got all kinds of stuff going on with it. So I'm hoping we can do something here to get it kind of straightened out a little bit. Hopefully. David H. is a nutcase, guys. Y'all know that. We all know that, man. You know, I just bought this tripod. It's already like losing its. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. Woo! That would have been something else. That would have been a David H. line if I ever heard it. That's for sure. Hard walking with three. Nice. All right, Timothy, go ahead. I'm watching. This camera's falling, though. It's a brand new fucking tripod, too, guys. I just bought this one. I wanted to buy a bigger one, a nicer one. And so I did. And obviously, it's not working out too well for me. Maybe I'll just have to set it up here somewhere and just point it down. Maybe I'll loosen this up a little bit. There we go. There we go, that kind of works. Y'all see my messy bed as I haven't made it yet, but I think this works. Yeah, I bought a limp tripod. I was gonna say it's a brand. So what I was gonna say a minute ago is I bought a brand new tripod and it's already losing its stiffness. But do we still gotta stay in the truck when in Springfield? Rob, I do not. Or Rod, I do not know. I'm not sure. Yeah, your trainer will have to take you in and find out. No lotion allowed in the doctor's office. That's right. Oh yeah, they're saying you Thermo King. That doesn't surprise me. No, Frank, it has nothing to do with freight in and out of Cali. It all has to do with California, Washington. They're all going to a different CDL program. And basically, if you want to be recognized, a program that's recognized in their state, you have to register and pay a fee every year. And so basically they're charging companies in order to have students out of California. That's what it boils down to. Make sure it's not cracked, bent, or broken. Hey, there's plenty of purple trucks out here. Ooh, those Taker trucks kicking some light out on me. The weather's absolutely beautiful. I mean, I'm in shorts and sandals today. I just went in and showered a minute ago and I got shorts and sandals on. Hey, no, we're not like David H. Come on. His freaking tanker truck's trying to blind me, guys. You see it. You see the light keep changing. He's backing up. And he must have just had that truck washed and polished, man, because that tanker is bright. Bright, bright. Now, David H. is a little nutty. We all know that, right? We all know what David H. is like. Hey, I was so disappointed, guys. So, since I was home last, we got rid of Sling TV and we went to Hulu Live. And so last night we went to dinner. I get home, I plop down on the couch. The baby's ready for bed. He's running around playing, and I'm ready to watch Walking Dead. And Hulu Live does not have AMC, just so y'all know. So I was sitting at home and couldn't even watch Walking Dead last night. I had to wait until I got back to the truck today because the DVR recorded it last night in the truck. And I watched it today while Stefan drove from Tennessee over to South Carolina. Sounds like Cali. Yeah, I mean, Cali and Washington both are pulling some crap like that. Hey, guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Yeah, Cali and Washington are both, man, they're pulling some bull crap. And there's going to be other states that follow, guys. It's a money game. It's all about revenue for the state. Any ways the state can find ways to make money, they're going to do it. Hey, Jeff, Chad went to Taco Truck today. Chad sent me a picture of a taco truck. He was at Taco Roach Coach. I think Stefan's watching Live PD or something.
It's a YouTube video. That's cool.
Need a refill? Oh wow, Stuber, that's crazy. Hey, you know what? David H. learned. I mean, he's learning. You got to slow it down to make money, guys. So now I will be honest with you. We went a little fast yesterday. You know, we left Colorado, guys, at like 2 in the afternoon. By the time we showered and everything the other day, and then I was home yesterday at 4 o'clock. So we went from Fort Morgan, Colorado, to my house, or to White Pine, Tennessee, to the pilot there, in like 22 hours or something, or 24 hours. So we were humping it. But I did 65 miles an hour. But because we were going west to east, we still got 9.3 miles to the gallon for the trip. So it was a good trip. Yeah, Strange, me too. I love Walking Dead. Yeah, Heavy Metal, you're right. That is what's happening. Officially spring. It's getting there, guys. It's probably 70 degrees here. Yeah, Stuber, I've been up there. Yeah, I've been up there to St. Albans, Vermont. So, how many weeks have me and Stefan been in the truck together? Well, I picked Stefan up on like the 11th, right? 12th, something like that. 13th of January. So, let's see, that's 18 days, and 28 will be 46. 56. Right now we're at 64 days. So right now we're at 9 weeks, 1 day, and he was home for 4 days of that. So it's going to be about 11 weeks total, start to finish.
That's pretty much what I figured.
He hit the truck and... Oh! Stuber, I think... Are you talking... Was it over at... Oh, up... I know what you're talking about now. He hit that up there? That sucks, man. That sucks. What's going on, Vapes? What's going on? That's right. Chad Rich for president in 2020, guys. Don't forget that.
Jesse Ventura.
Have I ever delivered a load of meat to Owensboro, Kentucky? I have delivered in Owensboro, Kentucky. I'm trying to remember. Is that the Save-A-Lot in Owensboro that we go to? Can't remember. I think it might be a Save-A-Lots over there in Owensboro. Damn, Valken. Yeah, you barely made it. Albert, during the PSD time, no, there's no pay. You get a $200 advance every week that they take back later. So it sucks because if you're sitting at the hotel for a month waiting on a trainer, and this happens a lot to female students who want a female trainer only, especially if they're like, I want a female trainer, she has to be a non-smoker. You know, I mean, they're going to wait a month. And so they're in the hole $800 right off the bat because Prime's been giving them $200 a week to eat off of.
Trucker Nene took a male student.
Yeah, Nene took a male student, yeah. Am I running to Seattle soon? No. No, no, no.
Hell no.
No desire to go back up there, Phil. No desire to go back up there.
Not until like May or June.
Yeah, it'll be a while. Maybe in the middle of summer. Well, what they do a lot of times is they put people in night class. Correct, Bam Bam. Once you get your CDL, then you're in the TNT phase. Then you get the $700 a week. That is correct. No, the only time I've been home since December 28th was yesterday for just the overnight. Chad's down there in Laredo. How warm is it down there, Chad? About 90? I'm in flip-flops too. I'm in sandals. I'm not flip-flopping. Same thing though. But yeah, I'm wearing sandals right now. I mean, it's pretty nice out here. I'd turn both these off, probably look better. But yeah, I'm in sandals now. It's nice out. Look at this was actually a pretty good trip, guys. We knocked it out really fast. And we only burned like $400 in fuel, I think, on it.
I'm a super trucker, 600 miles every 2 days.
Yeah. Hey, Stefan did some work, guys. So Stefan did
That one.
yeah, some of that rolls over into that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stefan did 616 one day and 623 the next day, back-to-back days. How come my fleet manager sent me a Qualcomm message this morning saying good morning? I don't know, David. Why would your fleet manager send you a message telling you good morning, buddy? You know, I mean, Did he need to borrow your lotion? Well, I don't know. Chad's got the Arby's meats in his Speedo. Nice. That's pretty funny, actually. I like that. That's good stuff. I do like that. So hopefully spring has sprung, guys. Hopefully. I think they're expecting snow in certain parts of the country still this week. But either way, no matter how you look at it, this is a prime example that spring is definitely on the way, and we're ready for it. At least I am. I assume you guys are too, right? I mean, everybody's got to be ready for it. That's for darn sure. I just wish, I wish they'd fix this parking here. You're a chicken, a real trucker will run to Seattle all the time, winter or summer. You're damn right, Philip, they would. I'm not going. I went this year and got stuck up there in Montana. I have no desire to do it, buddy. Hey, Strange Whispers, it depends on the time of year, I'll be honest with you. Freight has been light because it's wintertime. Okay? Freight has been very light. But during the summer, you're going to run 4,500 miles a week. This time of year, I've only been running 3,500 to 3,800 miles a week, so it takes a little longer to get to 30,000 in. Yeah, Steve Alkins with me. He's ready for better load. So am I. So am I. It's definitely springtime. Chad's in a Speedo. Isn't that the damn truth? Nothing but allergies, huh? 90 out in California. Ooh, it's a little warm out there, ain't it, David? You know, it rained a lot in California this winter. A lot more than normal, I think. That's for sure. A lot more than normal. So I've got it. Guys, I have to decide when I drop Stefan off if I'm going to take another student or not. That's for sure. I told my fleet manager today I was going to take a couple-week break in between students. But it doesn't mean I'm going to. I kind of like to do that in advance. And that way, it's not a surprise to him if I go, hey, no, I'm going to ride solo a couple weeks. So I like to do it now. That way he already, in his mind, he already thinks, okay, when this guy comes in, he's just going to leave solo again. Yeah, we got our APU running. Our air conditioning's running in the APU. Mr. Brown says, easy money. Easy money. Well, Brian, when are you going? Mr. Brown, when are you going to the terminal? When are you going to orientation? I'm going to be a vampire again, guys. Sorry. Oh, it's actually getting a little better. A little bit. Oh, shoot. Well, that's great. The phone was actually on my lighter. How in the world did I manage to do that? Oh, you'll be there Saturday. Oh, you might be, the timing on that might be really close to about right. It very well could be. Very well could be. I tell you what, Mr. Brown, we'll talk. Remind me next week, okay? Logan can hear your thing. He wants to know what lover you're texting with.
Only Logan.
Only Logan. Only Logan. I do need some sun, but oh my goodness. These cameras, there's got to be a way to adjust that. Remind me for sure. I haven't seen Ron. Ron was here, but old Ron Jeremy's been around. He was around last time. Guessing you can't pick and choose your trainer. You get to interview your trainer, and if there's a real legitimate reason why you don't want to go with them, then yes, you don't necessarily have to go with that trainer. Hey, David. Oh, they don't pay you as a company driver? That sucks.
What?
To become a trainer, they don't pay him. See, I didn't get paid for training class either, but I got my truck payment deferred. So I didn't have no overhead that week either. So I guess, yeah, I didn't get paid, so I guess they don't pay company either. They just defer the lease drivers' truck payments to the way they're not in the hole. It kind of makes sense. I'm just surprised they don't pay company drivers for it.
Isn't like that was like $70 a day for class?
I don't know. I think I did get some money at the end of the week, but I don't remember. Yeah. Truck stops are getting crowded. This one here is filling up quick, but it's not very large either. It's pretty small. Have Missy pimp him out for 4 days. I don't think. Yeah, I watched Nick and Carla's videos myself. I haven't seen any new one recently. I don't watch all of Nene. I'll be honest. I don't watch all of Nene's videos, but I do watch some of them.
She did a live the other day.
Yeah. I watch some of Nene's videos. Nick and Carla, I watch all of them, and usually the entire video. There's only a couple people I watch the entire video start to finish. Usually without getting bored and fast forwarding or rewind, you know what I'm saying? Everybody does it. No, strange. You just can't go in and say, hey, I want this specific trainer. Because you may wait, you know. I mean, Stefan's been in my truck 3 months when it's over with. So, yeah, you can't do that.
It'll all be worth it in the end.
Yeah, it'll work out. See, me and Stefan had it set up in like November. Yeah. Stefan sent me an email in like November.
Yeah.
And we started talking.
God, what video was that?
That was a long time ago.
Before that Salt Lake video that you did.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. So next time I go to Prime, guys, next time I'm at the yard in Springfield, there's Ron.
That was before I lost my job. I think I emailed
You were already talking about it.
Yeah, before I got fired.
Before we got fired.
It just worked out.
That was before I got fired. That's pretty funny. Ron, where you been, buddy? We missed you. We missed you, Ron. That was a disaster the first couple 100 miles I drove. Yeah, hey, Greg, my brother was too. My brother was really nervous and scared when he was driving the first week. Stuber, that's, I don't know. Yeah, I know it's a rule that it has to have a net if they do. I mean, you can have a net up there, but it's definitely a prime rule for damn sure. But if it has the netting up there, then you can sleep up there. New York Styles, I was 27,000 miles into TNT and got fired. Holy crap, man. You were almost done. What'd you do, hit something? Oh, you had a firearm. Yeah, they don't like that, man. Yeah, you can't have a firearm. Yeah, Ron, it's all right. We missed you. We like your trolling. It's cool. It gives us something to talk about, something to laugh about. That way it's not all about shop, you know? This freaking parking, guys, I'm going to try to see if I can, I'm going to look at this parking lot and see if we can get a peek. I want to show you guys how tight this damn parking lot is at this Pilot. It's pretty crazy.
Reminds me of the old Denver Flying J or Pilot.
It's bad. Yeah. If anybody's ever been to the Denver Pilot before they knocked it down,
oh my God.
This is the same way. This Pilot's the exact same way. That's how tight it is. Brandon, I'm in I drove through Tar Heel Nation today. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. Oh, you got caught in New Jersey with it? Ooh. Yeah, Michael, man, I had a good time. I had a good time with my son. He wanted me to keep playing. He kept saying, Daddy, play, Daddy, play. So, yeah, I had a good time with him last night. And then this morning, he come out and woke me up about 8:15 or so, 8:30 in the morning. He come and got me. Told me I was in the spot. He come and jumped on me, handed me his sippy cup and said, drink. And then said, you in my spot. So, yeah, that's what he said to me. You're in my spot. He just doesn't realize that's my spot. He's just allowed to sleep in it when I'm not home. Oh, yeah, it did suck. Yeah, he offered me a drink of his milk. I did, guys. I got some nice time, home time with him. Hey, yeah, Second Amendment does not exist in pretty much New York, Illinois, California. Mr. Brown, I've got one that graduates in May. Isn't that when the truck was moving? Not me. Oh yeah, Seether. Yeah, I did a video. Yes, I did. I did do a video, Seether, a couple days ago about that, didn't I? I talked about that in that live. About that's actually a common thing. You see people all the time at like the airport and stuff still have their gun on them. And I gave an example of me and my sister went to Disney World, and she had hers in the bottom of her purse, and we made it through security checkpoint at Disney World. But then we went to the restaurant to eat, and she reached down to grab her wallet, and her handgun was in there. So we actually ended up going back to the hotel after lunch and locking it in the safe and going back to the park. A legend, look, a legend, when you have a permit, a concealed weapons permit, after a couple of years, man, you forget, you don't think about it because it's so common to you. It's not a big deal to you to carry a gun. You forget you have it on you. For people who don't carry firearms on a regular basis, who don't have concealed weapons permits, I understand how you go, how do you forget you had a gun?
You're not used to that responsibility.
Yeah, you're not used to that responsibility. But if you have a license to carry and you carry all the time, honestly, you don't think about it. You don't think nothing of it. It's just part of your everyday routine. You strap it on, whether it be an ankle holster or back holster, hip holster, wherever it may be, or like my sister in her purse, and you don't think about it, and you just go on about your normal day. Brandon, there's no DOT law against it. It's against prime company policy, but here's the deal. There are states, individual states, where it's against the law, okay? That's what you have to worry about, is the individual states, Brandon, individual states. That's why Prime just says no firearms, okay? It's not that Prime's anti-firearm. It's just that Prime doesn't want situations like this happening where they have a driver who carries a weapon into a state that doesn't allow it, and then that driver gets a felony charge and is sitting in jail. Yeah, come to Idaho, you don't even need a weapons permit. I believe, is it Maine or Alaska? One of them is the same way. You just have to say, hey, I've got a firearm when you get pulled over. You have to immediately announce that you have a firearm if you get stopped. But you're allowed to carry it. You're allowed to carry concealed.
Texas, Minnesota, open carry.
Thanks, Strange. Appreciate that. Yeah, guys, thumbs up. Trump needs to sell California to Mexico to pay for the wall. Ivy, that is probably one of the best ideas I've heard yet, how to come up with the money.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
It's the same culture, really.
That's pretty funny. Mac, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. I know some states have certain laws. Alaska expects you to carry for moose and bears. Yeah, see, that's what Warp's saying. I agree, man. There's some state you get out in them woods. Like in Maine, Maine's probably the same way, especially northern Maine. You never know what you're going to run into out there. Firearm magazine and ammo must be separated and locked to be legal in all 50 states. Stuber, now that sounds right to me because that was my understanding too. If you keep it all separate and locked up. Like you can put a gun, you can put a lock, the lock on the trigger. You can put a trigger lock on, and then have the ammo and the clip separate, and have everything locked into a separate box. And I believe you're legal. But if you have everything locked in a box without the trigger lock on, I think you're still in some states. I think you're still breaking the law. California, Illinois, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Washington, all communist. Oh.
California is like the musket law. They have like that short clip law.
Yeah, Missouri, you can open carry. Missouri has open carry law. Missouri has an open carry law. There's actually a YouTube video about these 3 girls that were open carrying in Missouri, and they started getting pestered by the police over it. They were at Walmart eating at McDonald's inside of Walmart, and the police come in and started pestering them over it because they were open carrying. People were freaking out. These 3 girls have guns. They came in. They even came in with an AR-15. The cops did.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was like, yeah, it was crazy. I was like, what the hell? The girls are just sitting at McDonald's eating. They're all like in their 20s, early 20s, college age, and they're all sitting at McDonald's and eating. And next thing you know, these cops show up with AR-15s and shit. They weren't even. They weren't even like arguing with anybody. They're just eating lunch. Correct, Greg. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Hey, hold on a minute. Don't shoot me. Let me put my gun together real quick and make this a fair fight. That is pretty funny. Yeah, Phil. Yeah, he had a machete. That's all that guy had was a machete, too. State laws suck. Yeah, they do. A lot of them states do. What's going on, Matthew? Not much, man. We're just sitting down in South Carolina. You never forgot where your firearm is? I'm just saying, I know some people that have. Now, me personally, not an issue, but some people do. Some people do. Hope she put automatic transmission. Yeah, so do I, Taco. Yeah, so do I. Damn near 80 up there. Yeah, I'm in South Carolina. It's really warm too. Hey, Matthew, we were just in Denver though. We just left Denver 2 days ago. We left Denver Saturday afternoon. So we got to see a little bit of it. We got to see a little bit of that nice weather. When we come out of Denver, it was kind of weird. There was no snow in Colorado or Kansas or nothing. It was just blue skies and green grass. I'd be a lot happier when everything starts greening up. We were coming through the gorge today in North Carolina, and nothing has any leaves on it yet. Michael, I think so. Because we're having issue with TWIC, and the fleet manager wants it resolved now. So Stefan can upgrade no problem when the time comes. Going on, Kenworth? going on, buddy? We're just out here doing our thing. He was drinking Pepsi, nice. Easy money. Yeah, it's all about timing, you know. I believe there's someone in orientation right now that sent me a mail about whether or not they should wait, and they probably shouldn't because, I mean, it's going to be a few weeks before I even get there. Went and did the fingerprints last week, yeah. Well, that's good, Styles. That's very good. Hey, David H., how's that going out there paying for them plastic bags? I'm not, guys, it's not that I'm that white. I mean, it's just the way the sun is. It makes no sense to me. Like, if I take a picture, it doesn't look like this on the screen. What endorsements do I have on my license? I have pretty much no endorsements. Yeah, that helped a little bit, didn't it? I-70, it was beautiful, Darren. I did a live on it. That live I did the other day was I-70 in Colorado. It was right after we left Denver. David has a tweet card. Nice. Or he doesn't have one. Yeah, there's a lot of people don't have a TWIC card, and that's why they're Prime's changing the policy now that you can't even upgrade without having it or have applied for it. Correct, Mark. See, Mark felt it this week. 2,500 miles, 5K in revenue. It's possible, guys. It's more than possible out here. There are new 2019s. Yeah, they must be. Well, you know why, Kenworth? Because they had that big recall. So they must have finally got the parts switched out, and they're starting to send them out. That's probably what happened. They've probably been sitting at the dealership waiting to get that part switched out. They're probably starting to get them switched out. But yeah, Freightliner had a recall on them. I have a case of the Twix. So the TWIC card allows you to get into ports, guys, basically. That's what it does. I was talking about the other day, there was a 2020 that had 7,000 miles on it. The rear end blew out of it. Took the transmission with it. Or at least they think it might have. They're having to look at it, but he hasn't decided yet. He was originally going to go lease, and now he's talking about going company.
For like 3 months.
Yeah, he's talking about going company for a few months, which is probably a good idea. Get the system down, like David H. did.
Just get used to being by yourself.
Yeah, yeah, because I think my brother described it the best when he said he knew it would be different, but he didn't realize how smooth things run with somebody who's been doing it for so long. Like how, you know, like when you're dropping hooks and stuff, how quick they can go by yourself, you know, when you have someone who's been doing it a long time compared to by yourself. You know, where I can go in, guys, if a load's ready, I can go in and drop and hook in like 17, 18 minutes and be on the road again. You know, and for new drivers, it takes much longer than that. His backing's great. Yeah, his backing's great. He does really, really well. That's one thing I don't worry about his backing or anything like that. He does fine. Yeah, 70 can be rough in the winter. Hey, Greg, I wonder if that would work in Tennessee too. Correct. Quick cards weed out certain people. You are correct, Mr. Brown. Correct, Mark. Yeah, I mean it's really smart to kind of go company and learn the system, get your speed down, as far as not the speed as in driving, but your speed of your day, the flow of your day. Get the flow down of how things work. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. How you doing, Dennis? Strange, you have to have it under control before you get here. That's all. You need to get the medication. If you have high blood pressure, they will send you home here. If you know, you have to have it controlled. So I have high blood pressure, but I have controlled high blood pressure. I take medication for it. So I have no problems at Prime. My only problem is my DOT physical. I only get it for 1 year. Every year I have to retake my physical. Is that like, right? No, we don't have a sponsor tonight. Ain't no sponsors tonight yet.
Shitty truck stop, that's our sponsor.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, I love doing dropping hooks, guys. Very, very convenient. Stevens Transfer Oil Company said they sponsor you. Now, Stefan's from Stevens too. Mark, I forgot you came from Stevens, so you've only been at Prime a few weeks. I remember you now. I remember you from a few weeks back when you were talking about leaving Stevens. I do remember that conversation we had in one of my live feeds. So you went ahead and come over to Prime? Awesome. Good deal, man. Good deal. Have me doing push-ups using your fingertips. Yeah, Mark, those are nice. Hey, and if you did 5K your first week and had deferred truck payment, you got a nice fat check this week then. Yeah. Hey, that's what I love about Prime, guys. Right there, what Mark's talking about. I can make more money than I did at my other company, and I don't have to run hard, okay? There's guys out here who tell me all the time, well, you know, I make $2,000 a week as a company driver somewhere. They're running 3,800 miles a week to do that. I'm not. With partial truck payment? Yeah. Never fight for parking. That's pretty smart to do it that way. It's pretty smart. It's pretty smart to start early. That's what Chad does. Chad Rich does that. Starts his day real early, gets done real early, has no problem, gets front door parking spot almost every day, but always has parking. Yeah, Mark, that sucks, man. Yeah, that's when you have an issue and you can't get out of the yard and you've already signed your lease. You don't get to take full advantage of that first deferred truck payment. Ugh. Now, see, I'll get a deferred one when I get the Peterbilt in May. So if you order a truck, and you're a lease driver, when your truck comes in that first week, it's also deferred. And they do that because, you know, switching trucks takes usually 3 days. Because you have to make an appointment to do the end of lease inspection. You have to clean your truck out. You have to move into the new truck. I mean, there's a lot of things you have to do. How much is truck payment? Todd, it just depends on the truck. Mine's $1,064 a week. Oh, yeah. Unpaid headlight ticket? That's crazy. It's called Rolling for Time, I think is the name of Jason's channel. I think that's the name of Jason's channel, Rolling for Time. So ROLLINFORTIME, I believe. I believe that's Jason's channel. You get crowded by now, 2 or 3. What's going on, Jenny? Kiana's got a new video up. T for T's in the house. Nice. Yeah, I haven't been very good, guys, about doing videos about recording stuff. I need to get better about it. I really do. I always say that, but I haven't been doing a very good job at it. I've just been doing the lives instead. That's the first deferred, right? No, Mark, I don't believe so. No, Mark, what it was is you must have, I don't know what day you signed your lease on, but you get 7 days of deferred truck payment. So basically, you didn't, the first week wasn't, yeah, see, you signed it on a Monday, that's why. So the truck payments begin on Wednesday, I think, or Thursday. I think it's Wednesday. But that's what happened. You'll have a full truck payment this week. Yeah, Jenny couldn't find a way around it, so she's gonna have to go to Palmer first. Can you do a video on pre-trip? Harmony, go to my channel, go to my playlist. I have all of the pre-trips done. I have pre-trip videos for every section of the pre-trip at my channel. Yeah, I don't mind doing lives, guys. Yeah, it's the time of year, Valken, you're right. Yeah, during the summertime, man, I usually don't worry about parking till like 9 o'clock at night. Because up until then, there's usually parking everywhere. They still send you the $4,000 school bill? That doesn't surprise me. All right, Jenny, good. Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I'm showing 25.
Super chats.
Super chats.
We Mountain Dew.
Paid $300 so far the school bill. I wonder how that works, Styles. I wonder if you wanted to come back after it was all done and said and done with, and it disappeared off your record. They let you come back if you had to stay there a year to get credit for it. You should see Nay film her student. She's gonna start soon. I don't know exactly what he means by that, but send the bill to DA in Jersey. Apply back in 6 months. Yeah, there you go. Well, see, here's the one thing about that, about the filming the student. A lot of students don't want to be filmed. A lot of students don't want to be on YouTube. So some students are hiding from people, you know. They don't want people to see them. They don't want to have that risk. So you have to be very careful, because that student can come back and say, no, I don't want nothing to do with this, you know, and then Prime's going to get on the trainer and be like, hey, you can't be filming your student.
Junior had that issue.
Yeah, Junior had that issue with a student, I believe, one time. So I don't film my students a lot. I'll film them backing and stuff, but I don't film like the in-cab stuff. Yeah, Styles, you know, the laws on that are changing, guys, next year for trainers. February of next year, the laws change. You got to have 2 years over-the-road experience, and that's a DOT law. Mark, Stefan's with a trainer because he was off the road for 6 years. He was solo at Stevens for like 3 months, I think. And then he went through training, got his own truck at Stevens, did like 3 months solo driving, and then was off the road 6 years doing local kind of work in 20-foot trucks. So that's why he had to go with a trainer. Yeah. Hey, yeah. I mean, trainers here, guys, can make a lot of money. Trainers here can make a lot of money, guys. That's reality of it. The TNT phase, man, you can really, especially in the spring and summer, guys. So starting next month, it's probably just now starting to pick up out of California. Me and Stefan haven't been to California in 2 months, right? We went to Tracy, and then we've been there twice, but it's probably been 2 months.
Just once, I thought.
Very first load, we went to Tracy, California, and then we went one other time because we come out of Colton.
Okay.
So I think we've been to California twice. I could be wrong. You think it's
I think it was
once?
just that
I think we've only been there once.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's possible. But that's where the money's at. If you can get out there, you can get big loads coming back. So if you can do a back-to-back, East Coast to West Coast round trip every week, you can do almost 10 grand in revenue every week. Just all depends. A Bluetooth speaker and Streamlabs so we can interact. I'll have to look into stuff like that, guys. There's a lot of things I could probably do. Michael, I don't know. I don't know who it was. I don't really know a whole lot about it. I was just told that at one point he had a problem with a single student, so. Working on the SIGs, yeah. 6,657 miles in a week. Y'all were getting it, Styles. Can't stand Trace. Yeah, we went to Trace, California. It sucks. Sketchy and filthy. I'd love to go to California, man. Now, see, I had a student get a check like that too, Styles. I had a student get a check like that, a really nice check.
It was,
on what, 7,000 miles?
It was just one.
10K on about, I guess it would be about 5,500 miles or so. I don't hardly have any weeks I drive 6,000 miles. I mean, it happens every now and then, but the most I ever drive is usually like 52 to 55, and I've had many $10,000 revenue weeks, $11,000 revenue weeks. I stay really close to $2 a mile average when I'm doing TNT. Really close.
We picked up that Kellogg.
I wouldn't go, Todd. I wouldn't go 7,000 miles for. I wouldn't do 7,000 miles in a week for 10 grand. That would, I mean, yeah, I don't. No, thank you. Guys, Prime's rates are not that bad. I think that's what he's getting at, is that Prime's rates suck, but they're really not that bad. Do we have some loads where the rates suck? Yeah, we do. We do. Every company does. But I mean, you just have to stay away from them areas. All right, Dennis. Because you had your shoes on the truck. Yeah, you do not have to break your neck here, guys. So last week I had almost $7,000 in revenue, and I did. Last week I had $7,400 in revenue, and I did 3,700 and something miles, under 3,800 miles. So I came in right at that $2 average. All right, Debbie. A super trucker. No, I mean, look, hey, there are people who don't understand how the system works, or they've had a bad experience here, or they've read about every bad experience online. Okay? Yeah, Todd. I mean, I have yeah, $1.80 a mile. That would be. I mean, yeah. I mean, I get a lot of loads that pay. Well, see, what happens is you get a lot of loads that'll pay you well over $2 a mile. I mean, sometimes over $3 a mile. I've had loads that pay $3.08, $3.10 a mile on on 1,000-mile runs. You know, on some of the shorter runs, a lot more than that. I've had shorter runs that paid me $5 a mile. When I was a solo driver, I was really big about short runs. I liked the short runs because they always paid well. Give me the 250-mile, $800 runs. I'll take them all day long. It don't bother me one bit. So that's at about, that's a $1.50 plus a mile, Valken. Look, and I'll be honest with you, I mean, I've been here 2 years. I'm starting to know the areas that pay crap, you know? Like if I'm going to Florida, okay? Like if I'm getting a load to Florida, I'm not going to Florida for less than $2.80 a mile, guys. I'm not doing it. I'll go to Florida. But I'm getting $2.80 a mile going in, period. All right? I'm not going into Florida for less than $2.80 a mile. And when I come out, I'm taking a short run out. I'm taking a load that goes 500 miles because it's going to pay crap, and then I'm going to get me to an area where I can get a better rate. Do you use the net when you sleep while I don't know what Dave is talking about, but okay. Yeah, see, Nicholas saying he got $2 a mile on average when he was flatbed here. Yeah, guys, there's a lot of good spots. Yeah, so Todd, you probably, yeah. Well, see, and you have more control over your loads, too, because you can take loads from any company. That helps you a lot. You know, I'm confined to only what Prime has. You know, you could get a load from Prime, or you could get a load from Stevens, or, whoever's got loads on the board. You get a load and negotiate your rate, possibly. My trainer was dead against pee bottles. Greg, I don't understand now that, I mean, there are some instances, guys, where you have no choice. You got to pee. Yeah, see, Valken, I love those loads too, and I don't mind taking them. Yeah, you must deal with one broker. Is it C.H. Robinson? That's a broker I used to deal with when I worked at FFE. I used to have to call C.H. Robinson all the time for our loads. Never? Yeah, I used to have to deal with them all the time. Yeah, but when you have the ability to just get your load from wherever, I think that helps you a lot as far as rates. Helps you a lot. David had a squirrel moment. Correct, Nicholas. Yeah. So I mean, and I always figure my deadhead miles into my rates, guys. If I give you a rate, it includes my deadhead miles, and it is only counting my 72%. So when I give a rate that I'm getting paid for a load, it is actually what I am getting paid, not what the load pays. Because Prime takes 28%. So when I give a rate of what I'm getting, so this one here, I don't know what the rate is. We can find out really quick. Let's see what this load here, right here, what I made off of this load that we have right now. So the load paid $25.61. 1060. This one paid $1.54 a mile. Is the rate I got on this load here. And partly because it's an in-house move for Cargill and it's trim. It's not good meat, you know, it's not steak or, you know, it's not good cuts of meat. It's just fat. Do you bunk, bottom bunk? Do you use the neck when you sleep? I'm almost afraid to know what all David's talking about, to be honest with you. Yeah, the banana, the apple cider, anything with potassium, yeah, that helps you with your blood pressure. It all helps you. Is your bump or bottom bunk to use the neck when you sleep? Oh, do I use the net in the bottom bunk when I sleep? That's what he's saying. So we are live on YouTube on a recorded video, David. So the answer to that is yes. I use the net when I sleep in the bottom bunk when the truck is in motion.
So do I.
Yeah, see, there you go. Stefan said he does too. Go take that where you want to, but there's the answer I'm giving you live on YouTube. I think Carla just posted a new video too. All right. Yeah, y'all go check it out. Hey, they got good videos, man. I'm going to check it out after my live, that's for sure. No doubt about it. I will be in the house checking their video out. I watch all their videos. Go watch it, guys, and come back if you want. Isn't much freight. Yeah, that's like you were saying. It's one thing about Prime. They do have freight. There's no doubt about it. They have freight. Robert Lowe is watching this video. I don't know. He might be. You never know. You never know. You guys, you never know who's going to watch. Now, there's a good possibility he's not because I didn't put Prime Inc. in the title or the description. But those videos, you never know who's going to charm it. Just kind of watch and see what's going on. Warped, are they... They're always like weeks behind in their videos. And I think they do that, one reason is for safety issues. That way no one really ever knows where they're at. So I'd say their vacation might have been a couple weeks ago. Yeah, Shopco's closing up. What's the matter? Is it closed? Woo! Yeah, guys, this parking lot is so freaking tight. There's a guy backing in, and I don't know if he's going to make it.
He would have. If there was a truck there, there's no way.
Yeah, this parking lot's ridiculous, man. I hate it here. You guys just sitting around watching YouTube videos probably. Oh, I'm sure he has other things to do than watch YouTube videos. But I wouldn't be surprised if every now and then he does go onto social media and just see what's being said about his company. I mean, if I owned a company, especially the size of Prime, and you know, he's a private owner. You know, it's not on the stock exchange. He doesn't have investors or a board. You know, he might have investors. I don't know for sure. But he doesn't have a board of directors and all that. It's just him. And if that was me, I would definitely want to know what's being said about my company. So there's a good chance that he does peek around on social media and watch some videos and look at some comments and stuff. It wouldn't surprise me. This one's really bad. This is a dangerous pilot. They have a lot of accidents here. They have a lot of accidents. I'm going to show you guys how tight it is. I'm going to take y'all outside for a minute. We'll go for a little walk. Ugh. So I need to check my reefer anyways. So let's check the reefer. I always do this when I get out of my truck. I always take a peek, make sure my set point's still where it's supposed to be. Make sure it's still in range. And then I also always come out down here and I check the fuel. So to make sure that we're gonna make it through the night. And as you can see, we're over a half a tank. But not only are we over half a tank, I haven't put no fuel in it in 2 days, so it's not burning through much. You know, I'm gonna show y'all something. You can always tell, I've gotta watch my surroundings here, because I'm gonna show you something as to why I'm looking around. Because you can always tell when you're getting into the south, right? When you pull up And they have alligator warning signs, crocodile warning signs. That's usually a pretty good sign that you're in the deep south. Look how tight this is, guys. Look at that. Look how little room there is to maneuver into the parking spots. Look at that. Bad signal. But yeah, that's how narrow this is. Yeah, that's how narrow all this is. As you can see, it's kind of a rat hole here. We're parked on the very end of the parking lot. It's definitely not one of the best, definitely not one of the best pilots out there. That's for sure. Well, the signal did go out, didn't it? I guess signal went out.
That was mine.
I guess signal went out for just a minute. Let me go back up and see what y'all said about it, because I couldn't read it. Correct. Yeah, there's companies that pay 80%. I don't know how it all works out. Someone told me Robert Lowe came from old money. I don't know if he came from old money or not. Yeah, I'm not going walking around the truck stop. It's way behind though. The video is way behind me. I can tell you right now because I'm watching it on another screen. And it's just now showing me getting in the truck, and I've been sitting in the truck for a while. So how much would you say I spent a week on the reefer for fuel? It's not very much. I couldn't tell you. I don't really know. I don't even want to guess. I need to hit the weights. I know, I do need to hit the weights. You'll whip my ass. Wow. Well, I guess he's just here for trouble, so we can just go ahead and we can send him to the corner for a little bit. Kearney Point, New Jersey, yeah. You can club the troll. I clubbed him. I clubbed him already. I'm gonna give you all a view of the outside really quick. For whatever reason, you can take it as you want. There you go. I'll let y'all look outside for just a minute. Let y'all be outside at the beautiful scenery at the Pilot truck stop. It's a mess out there. Everybody's trying to back up, and there's no room to do it. But at least they got two restaurant choices here. They got Wendy's and Dairy Queen. It's better than just having to eat hot dogs.
What drugs are these guys on?
Do what drug?
Joe Spade.
Now, oh, he's talking about one of the guys backing up with their door open or something. Was there one backing up with his door open? I missed it.
Springfield Terminal, a lot of beautiful women.
Stefan, how's the games coming? And look, Columbia is a beautiful town, but this Pilot is not so beautiful, right? Let's just be honest. What's going on, Jason? Not in my opinion, Valken. But I mean, Macro 33 will show you reefer fuel costs. Thank you, Jacob. Prime driver Jacob's here. Mr. Brown, it's not that good, honestly. I've seen a few gyms out there, but not many. I'm surprised like Pilot or Loves hasn't made up something. I'm surprised someone hasn't done something. Maybe there's just not that much interest in it. But surely there would be a way to, I don't know. You would think there'd be a way to get involved with some of these like Gold's Gym and stuff, and Planet Fitness Hollywood or Planet Fitness and stuff. You think, or Anytime Fitness, you think there'd be a way to get that worked out. Yeah, Matthew, that's what I was just thinking, yeah. That's what I was just thinking. Lot lizard warning signs. No, just crocodile. Just crocodile warning signs. Planet Fitness is awesome and coast to coast. Yeah, Jenny, you think they'd work out some kind of deal. Yeah. And there's so much, because we're a bunch of overweight industry, right? I don't want to say we're all a bunch of fat asses, but if you're not careful, it doesn't take very long to gain a lot of weight. And there's not many options for us, starting with food, right?
I don't think that's what it is. It's the food choices.
The food choices just suck, and that's where it begins.
It's not us just driving. It's just the food choices.
Yeah, correct. Eating hot dogs, drinking Mountain Dew, correct.
Because they could compare it to like a desk job.
Only eat one meal a day. That's one way to do it, Styles, and eat it about halfway through your day. So when I lost all the weight last time, I did the intermediate fasting. But that's a really hard thing to do because our schedules are constantly changing. Yeah, Harmony, I do. I keep, when I go to Walmart, when I have the ability to stop at a Walmart, I buy grapes and oranges and stuff, keep them in the fridge. Don't eat it all. Yeah, there you go. Just starve yourself. Don't you eat. Don't worry about eating. Just worry about driving. I have to take care of it. Starting the keto fad. Now, student Sean did keto during TNT, and he lost 30 pounds. I think 35 pounds is what Sean lost. So Sean lost quite a bit doing keto. Correct, Mr. Brown. He ate all protein. Jason, you could. Jason's right. We all could. We could get out, walk around the truck, do sit-ups, push-ups. We could do that. That's possible. Oh, let's see. So Malcolm's saying, you see here, Prime here, we have a driver health and fitness coach.
Oh, I didn't know we could do that.
Yeah, they got driver health and fitness coach.
Well, I know that,
here.
but he said you can email him.
Yeah, he'll email you a list of the Planet Fitnesses with truck parking. That's good to know. That's good to know. Every woman's dream. Here we go again. Yeah, I'll be honest with you though, Matthew, you say that, but I've seen plenty of overweight flatbed drivers. I've seen plenty of them. Fitness coaching, just get that. It's nice.
No, thanks.
All body weight workouts. Salt Lake City. We're in Columbia, South Carolina, at that little crappy Pilot. We're waiting for the first accident to happen. what we're waiting for. Guys, when I go solo, I'm going to do some fitness. I told you I'm going to get some, I already have the tension ropes, or whatever you want to call them. I'm going to get I don't know if I want to get another stair stepper. How many STDs headed your way? Oh, I missed something. David Age can outrun me. He might be able to outrun me. I don't know. I'm pretty quick still. I'm a little older, but I'm pretty quick. £20 in a month with exercise. Yeah, no, you can lose some weight on keto. Yeah, we do. We have the end spot. What exit is the pilot? 115. 115.
This Dairy Queen must be 24 hours.
It's got a Dairy Queen and a Wendy's in it. Dairy Queen and a Wendy's. Seeing videos on cats and dogs. How to set up your channel. Omri, you just got to keep putting out content. That's all you have to do is just keep putting out content. That's all. And you'll pick up things as you go along. Things get better. Like I just got a new video editor I used in the last couple videos I'd made, and I like it a lot better. I was using the iPhone one, the iMovie, but I didn't like it because you couldn't like. So the one I have now, I can put text on the screen only where I want it instead of like for a whole clip. So instead of having to cut a clip up, in order to do that, I can just add text to just the part I want. I can speed up and slow down certain parts of a clip instead of the whole clip. It's really nice. Yeah, Jack, I do edit on my phone. How many miles does Stefan have left? Stefan has 640 miles. Yeah, you guys take city bus to the DMV. You don't have to wait on the Prime shuttle. Yeah, you don't have to wait on the Prime shuttle. You're the reason I was going lease after I saw your videos about your salary for the year. Yeah, I tried to break it. I tried to break it down in the one video I did for the year, and give just the real bottom line what it came out to, what I actually made that year. I do everything on my phone. I don't even own a laptop. I don't have a tablet or nothing. Everything I do on my channel, I do on my phone currently. Yeah, I do keep food on the truck, guys. I got a fridge and microwave. I'm going to get an air fryer in the next one, and I'm going to get a freezer. A little separate, just freezer. Is Stefan going home for a week or heading straight out after he upgrades? I think he's going straight out, ain't you? Yeah, he's going to work for a little bit.
Yeah, it depends on how long it takes. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess I might do what Cedric did.
Oh.
What did one of your students? Cedric waited and went home for a little while, and they called him.
No, Greg.
Greg did that.
Greg, yeah, when Greg was upgrading, they were behind, and so what Greg did is Greg went home before he signed his lease.
Oh crap! This guy can't get out.
We got one here that can't get out.
Oh no.
He may just back. If he's smart, he would just turn left. Hopefully, he can get out without swinging too hard. Yeah, he made it.
Yeah, the tankers. He's a little short, I think.
Yeah, this parking lot sucks.
Oh, see that guy right there? That flatbed's not gonna get in there. You know, I don't know why the people aren't trying to shoot for these.
So they went.
spots.
So they went to Lone Mountain. I'm gonna have to watch that video for sure and see, how all that went. Like you said, they're just kicking tires. They're just checking things out. They just checking things out. Hey, prime terminals are nice. Guys, get some straps and 2 tarps. That'll get you in shape. I don't know about that. Guys, there will be an accident in this parking lot tonight. If it's on this live, I'll grab the phone and we'll go walk down there and look at the damage after it's happened.
That freaking
There will be
generator-
one in this parking lot tonight.
That generator is loose on this trailer.
And that's part of the reason I moved to the parking spot I did. If you guys look out in front of me here, I'm going to show y'all out in front of me. Maybe. I parked on the by the driveway so I can pull straight out. I'm in the last spot. I had no one to be parked beside me. Luckily, this spot was open. But you can see this guy's waiting. He barely got out of that parking spot, but there's someone backing up, or there was someone backing up in front of him, a flatbed, and he actually got in that spot.
Flatbed's a little shorter.
So yeah, he got in that spot. That's pretty good. Let's just hope it's not me. Yeah, I parked on the end. Let's come to the flatbed side. Yeah, hey, there's a lot of tight parking lots, guys. There's a lot of them. So, I've what year was that? 2007. I banged a guy's mirror. That was in 2007. I banged a guy's mirror backing into a spot. And I think that's pretty much it. The only other thing that, I had that wind over that I've told you all about in the past and put pictures on one of my videos. But other than that, the only thing that's ever happened to me I can think of off the top of my head is I was in New York City. I was with FFE. I did a downtown, I did a Brooklyn or Bronx. Went to a meat place in the Bronx and made a delivery. And they have awnings over all their doors, pretty much the length of the truck, and they got these big concrete poles. And I backed in no problem. When I was pulling out, it's like super tight. And when I was pulling out, the door caught that concrete pole and it ripped the door off the hinges. So I had to put the door back on because I still had freight. So I had to I was so angry, man. I picked up the door by myself, and these doors ain't light on these reefers. Picked up the back door, threw it in the back, pulled out of the dock, went down into a little gravel area they had, and I got out and I stuck the door back on, locked it in place. Couldn't drive like that, and I had to wait for road service to come out and put new hinges on it. Yeah, you probably swung, Styles. Yeah, you probably had too much trailer swing when you pulled out. That does happen in tight parking lots. That's the last time I was here, that's the kind of accident I saw. A guy was pulling out and he had his trailer swung too much in the back as he was pulling out, and he busted a hole. He ripped the whole mirror off though. He took the whole mirror out. So Tom, what happens is what I recommend to everybody is you get a police report, okay? If someone hits you. If someone hits you, call the local police department, have them come out and do a police report, okay? No matter how big, no matter how small, get a police report, all right, showing that they hit you and what happened. It'll protect you later on. It really will. Have that police report. So those are the only things I've done. Now, I had somebody pull out and rip my whole front end off my truck at FFE. That was in 2010, January 2010, up there in Ogden, Utah at the Flying J. They ripped the whole front end off my truck. I was in the shop for 8 days getting that fixed. Oh yeah, sometimes, yeah guys, this sucks sometimes, getting turned around. Yeah, about the escape. J-hooks. Don't know exactly what that is, so I guess not. Super Trucker Dave just leaves real quick. Yeah, they tried to. Hey, that guy that took off my front end, I think he would have left. He tried to go, and he was still hooked to me. He couldn't leave. Guys, he He tried to pull me so far, he almost pulled my truck into the CR England truck beside me. That's how much he drugged my truck. He popped all 4 tires on his trailer. It was a mess. No, Tom, I'm Prime insurers. You know, I use Prime's insurance, so I mean it doesn't change really. At Prime, it's included in the lease payment. The insurance is. It's all part of it. It's incorporated into the lease payment, into the truck payment. At KLM, it was a separate fee, but so no, it didn't affect my insurance rates or nothing. I still paid the same. That's a small container though, ain't it? Yeah. There's a little bitty one pulling in here. He's small though. He's got like a 24-foot trailer on there. He's got a little bitty one. Yeah, Jason, yeah, the guy that hit me, he was locked in tight too. He wasn't going nowhere. And then he called his boss. It was a Canadian company. He called his boss, and they tried to just give me money. You know, he just wanted me to go to the shop and get it paid. And I was like, no, that's just not going to work. That's not going to work. I-40 exit 106. Ooh, where was that at? We're at on 40. What state? What state were you in, bud?
Oh, that flatbed got smart. He's like, I'm never gonna get out of here if I stay here.
Yeah, a lot of these people are parking in these spots and then realizing they're not going to be able to get out in the middle of the night, and they're leaving. Oh yeah, I mean, people still use button hooks. Do I own my truck after a period of time? Dirt Farmer, I do not. I chose just a regular lease. A straight lease, all right? But they do have lease purchase here. I chose not to do that.
So these two spots will be fairly easy to get into.
Yeah, we got a couple easy spots in front of us.
They have some good room to get in.
Yeah.
Right here, because then once
It's filling up in here fast though.
That Peterbilt's probably the last one that's sticking out.
Yeah, I think it gets wider back here behind us.
Yeah.
I think is what happens. Yeah, walkaway leases are nice. Yeah, Jason, it's a lot different. Yeah, it's a lot different. I don't know it all because I've never done it, but yeah, it is different, including a down payment. So, including you got to put a down payment down on the truck. What do you guys talk about all day long? Who? Me and Stefan? We don't. One of us is usually in bed.
And I'm listening.
Yeah.
Listen to podcasts.
Yeah, listening to music on headphones or whatever. Let's watch. Pull out my Stefan back in one of those spots. No.
Fuck that.
No. This one's a 2019. I can't wait till my 2020 comes in, guys. I am so pumped up about that Peterbilt. Partly, especially after the other night. Where were we at? Stefan was driving the other day, guys. I didn't sleep at all. I couldn't. The roads were so bad.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
The roads were terrible. Terrible. Couldn't sleep with a hoot. And then Kentucky, I-24 in Kentucky right now going east, the right lane for like 50 miles is so freaking tore up right now, man. It's like caving in. It's a mess. It's a mess. What percentage of your gross do you pay in taxes? So Rob, that would be, let's see. 10. I want to say in 2017 it was like 9% of gross. I want to say that's what it was of gross, 9% in 2017. I don't have the 2018 numbers yet because I haven't picked up I haven't been in to sign it and pick it up. I don't even think it's done yet. They haven't called me to say it's done yet. I've turned everything in, all my receipts and everything, and all my paperwork's turned in, but they haven't finished processing it yet. So I'll let you know when I get 2018 back what it was. But I want to say it was like 9% in 2017. No, that's gross. You're talking about gross revenue though. That was on gross revenue. That was before all my deductions and everything. You got to remember that. I paid about... Oh, no, wait a minute. It would have been about 5% of gross. Yeah, it would have been about 5% of gross. Hold on, I can figure it out really quick. I can actually give you a number. Let me... Matter of fact, I'll give you the exact number. Because I have 2017 with me still. I think this is 2017 right here. I think. Let's see what year this is. Yeah, okay. I gotta try to find out where the number is, where the big number is. Okay, so my gross was, let me get my calculator out. So taxes, I paid $10,306. Okay, that's what I paid. We're talking 2017, guys. $10,306, and my gross was $197,012. And this was as a solo driver, 5%. So it was 5% of gross revenue. So my gross revenue was $197,012. My tax was $10,306, so 5% of gross. Now, if you want to talk about what I paid percentage-wise of net, I'll have to find that number. Just give me a minute. $71,000. Then it was $71,315 that year is what my net was. I paid 14% of net. 14% is what I paid of my net revenue, of my what I actually made after my deductions. So I paid 14%. And I'm married and have one dependent I claim. And I paid 14%. So hopefully that helps answer the question. Correct. 1099 benefit from the new tax laws. W-2s actually got hurt by it. And I have no state taxes. Correct. I have no state taxes. Jason, I am getting to Pete. Yes, be here May 20th. And yes, I'm in a Freightliner. I'm in a 2019 Freightliner currently. Valken puts away 30%. Yeah. I paid 14%, Valken, is what I paid. Oh. Yeah, the one dependent does save me some money. It does. The 3Bs, alright, Strange. Hey, Rod, I really liked them. I mean, and like I told y'all before, I currently right now, this year right now, I'm going to eat $1,000, okay? I'm going to eat $1,000 for one reason. Because I have both ATBS and Abacus doing my taxes. They're both receiving the exact same information, okay? And one's not getting information, the other one isn't. They're both receiving the exact same information. I'm having them both process everything, and I want to see what the numbers look like at the end of the year. So right now I have 2 tax companies for 2019. And we'll, at the end of this year, I'll make a video on it. We'll go over it. I'll have both of them in hand, and we'll go through both of them and see where one saved me money, but maybe the other one didn't, what the tax rate is different, all that. Yes, GBR, the test is multiple choice. Ooh, Styles, that's a big difference. That's a big difference. You got a $300 return for 2018. I'm assuming, did you pay your quarterlies? Current PSD students. What's going on, Cornelius? We get a lot of students around here. Yeah, that's why, Val. Can you pay your quarterlies? Yeah, as long as you pay your quarterlies, you usually get a refund at the end of the year. Yeah, if you pay your quarterlies, you'll usually end up with a refund. So I've been having some issues out of my APU, guys. All right, I kept getting the yellow light of death, as we call it around here, and mine is strictly a antifreeze issue, because right now we're leaned one direction and it's been running great. It's been running great all afternoon. So just make sure, you guys, if you get that little yellow light of death on your APUs this summer, make sure you check your antifreeze and fill it up. Even if it looks full, see if you can add a little bit, because if you can, it may be all it needs. I mean, got you wanting to smoke. Pretty funny. Well, I'm going to a vape. So next time I'm in Springfield, I'm going to get a vape. With the red triangle saying engine. Hey, Valken, did you check the antifreeze in it? Mine's the yellow light, though. Mine's the yellow light. If it's the red light, you probably have a broken hose or something, or it could just be a fuse. Can you be my instructor? Cornelius, I'm pretty well booked up, buddy. Harmony, it can't be no worse than smoking cigarettes. That's for sure. At least I wouldn't think so anyways. I wouldn't think so. See, get some more lighting in here. There we go. Starting to need light now. Haven't had a cigarette since Christmas. Good for you, man. That's tough. Yeah, Jay, I'm going to try it. But I get through spring. Here's the thing. I bought a vape before, okay? It leaked everywhere. I hated it because of that. It wasn't the vaping part I didn't like. It was the part that this thing freaking leaked everywhere. It was always everywhere. It was all over my fingers all the time. And I hated that part of it. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to spend the money and buy a vape that I know will not leak.
I think we had our first accident.
Got Black Man trying to leave?
There's 2 people standing out there.
You might just be helping him back. Might have had a fender bender out here, guys.
He's trying to get out or something.
It is. Fuck this parking lot. How's it doing, Will? A voodoo drag. That's the one I was looking at, was the Voodoo Drag. This guy's not gonna, he's gonna have to get further up.
You got plenty of room.
Well, yeah, if he cuts it real hard, he'll make it in there. As long as his bumper stays up above the curb.
Yeah,
We got one backing in, guys. I'll turn around and show you here. Look at that curb. He's just barely, the bumper's barely over that curb. He's trying to get in that spot right there. He's gonna make it. Oh, that bumper's just barely over that curb. "22 more days to opening day at Wrigley." Woo! I can't wait. Yeah, the one is the Voodoo Drag, is that the one that has the tank built into the back of it? I think it might be. I'll have to find out. No, abrasion bulges or cracks, yeah, instead of cuts. The Falcon tank, yeah, Jay, that's what Chad Rich was telling me. Get the Falcon tank and it won't leak. He was telling me the exact same thing. Get the Falcon tank, it won't leak. Where am I at? I'm at a pilot in Columbia, South Carolina, Will. He's gonna make it in there.
that one wasn't a very difficult spot.
He's gonna pull up a lot. I had a smock, Noah, and it leaked everywhere all the time. That's what I had, was a smock. Matter of fact, I still got it. I'll show it to you. I still got the box for it. All right, I'll switch this back around since he made it in there. So this is the one I had before. This is the one I bought. And I hate it. It leaks. This tank sucks. This tank absolutely sucks. It's got the kind of slides over for a fill. And I hate this damn thing. That was a waste of $100. I should have just threw a $100 bill out the window going down the highway, guys. I would have got the same out of it as I did by buying this piece of shit. There's my review on the smock right there. POS. That's my review of a smock. I don't like them. Takes out the mirrors. No, he didn't take out the mirrors. He did a pretty good job. Oh, GW, that's good, buddy. That's good. That's real good. Yeah, hey, you know what? He's right, you guys. In the real world, man, you pull up as many times as you want. As many times as it takes to get in that hole safely without tearing shit up. Last thing you want to do is tear shit up. I'm like David today. I'm way behind in comments. One more week of Swift CDL school. What's the matter, Steve? Not going too well for you? Yeah, the tank just sucks, man. I don't like it. Okay, Matthew, that's the one Chad Rich bought. That exact one. And he put the Falcon tank on it. Give him a 5-star rating. The Geek Vape Regis. Yeah, that's the one Chad's got with the Falcon tank on it. Lewiston, Idaho to Swift. I think he's at the one in Lewiston, Idaho right now. I think that's where he's at. Maybe I just gotta get a better tank then. I mean, I don't know. That one's pretty much shot though. I couldn't get it to charge now. But I'm gonna go buy a new mod and then make sure I got a leak proof tank on it and make sure that I get some juice that I like. How's Chad? He still chews every now and then. Every now and then he gets on one of those trips. He's like, I'm a damn tobacco chewer. Shoves a big old chew in his mouth when he's not alive. I seen that last time. That's since he had the vape. How you doing, Miss Rita? $50 if I go 2 weeks without a cigarette. That ain't gonna start today, I promise you that. Oh yeah, I mean I wear my Prime gear, it doesn't bother me. Look, I'm proud of where I work. I don't hide from it. I know how much money I make here. It doesn't scare me to tell people where I work. People laugh at me for it sometimes. Oh, you're a Prime. Well, okay, whatever. Shit. I didn't ask you to sign up. Bitch, go down the road. One more week of hell for the CDL. Keep the $50 I'm going to smoke. Well, I really want to get on a vape, and I want to do it before I get to Peterbilt. I don't want to smoke in the Peterbilt. I'd rather get a vape and be on it full-time, regularly, be used to it before I get to Peterbilt. Yeah, don't bother me. I mean, I wear Prime gear everywhere. Yeah, a lot of people do, man. A lot of people don't wear their company. I'll be honest with you, it's pretty much all I own. Even all my summer shorts, all my basketball shorts are all Prime shorts. So the only
easy to get.
Yeah, I mean it's convenient. I just go in the yard, pick them up. It's like these shirts. I own so many of these shirts. It's ridiculous. A lot of them are underneath the bed right now. I'm about to pull them all out. $100 in a Mountain Dew. And then I have the tank tops. Y'all saw the tank top I had on. Everybody's laughing at me saying I don't make enough money to buy sleeves, but I own probably 10 of those or a dozen of those too. Hey, Valken, Stefan had that recently. He had someone honk the horn at him. They were freaking out. He wasn't even close to him, and they were honking the damn horn. I'm looking out the window, okay? I'm looking every now and then to make sure he's not close. He knows he's not close, and she's still freaking out laying on the horn. I don't know what was going on. That lady was paranoid as hell. Does Prime have a non-compete clause? Yeah, Tom, they have a non-compete clause. But what does that actually entail? That's what you need to ask yourself. That's what you need to find out. What it says, Tom, is this. This is what a non-compete clause is, guys. Are you going to a customer looking for freight? You personally, okay? Because that's the only way you're competing with Prime, okay? You can't leave Prime, start a trucking company yourself, and contact Prime customers to haul that freight, okay? That's a non-compete clause, guys. A non-compete clause does not say you can't go drive for another trucking company, all right? You have the right to work. So just keep that in mind. People get paranoid about this non-compete clause, all right?
Unless you're a salesman.
Correct. Yeah, you can't become a salesman for another company and go steal Prime's freight, okay? But you can go drive for another company because you have nothing to do with getting the freight. You only have to do with running the freight, okay? So just keep that in mind, guys. Don't let that non-compete clause fuck with your head, all right? It's not that big of a deal for a driver. All right? It's not that big of a deal at all for a driver. And people know which truck is mine. It says Crazy Bags right on the side of it. 6%. Matthew, I'll remember that number when I go in. Hey, Mountain Dew is crack. I'll use you as a reference if you quit. Yeah, Kevin, a lot of people from California, Washington are having that issue right now. I'm like David tonight in my chat. Sorry, guys. Bags is going to open a Prime clothing store. No, Prime has a Prime clothing store. How much is it to lease with Prime? Harmony, my fixed overhead's $1,351 a week right now. Since I got this truck. It used to be like $1,306 or something, but it went up with this truck. Training in a manual, Pete, Rita? Woo! Rita says she ain't getting no restriction. Prime was getting sued over their lease program. I mean, every company out there is getting sued over their lease program, but I mean,
Go anywhere.
anybody can start a lawsuit, man. We'll see what happens in court. We'll see what happens in court. Well, Tom, companies will take you to court if you owe them schooling money because they want to get their money and they want a judgment on that, okay? That's the only way they can really seriously come after you is with a judgment. So that may be why you're seeing companies go to court over the schooling and leaving because they want their money. That has nothing to do with non-compete. What's the weather like? It's beautiful here, man. It was 70 degrees today. Michael, I don't know the answer to that. As far as outside trucks are leased with Prime, I really don't know the answer to that. Yeah, Chad, I'm still talking. Chad Rich is back in the house. Yeah, Prime will no longer hire out of California or Washington because of those states' laws, the way they did things. Yeah, Uncle Chad's in the house. Well, no, okay, so Styles, here's what the deal was. Prime wanted to take it to an arbitrator, okay? I've been over this a bunch of times. I'm going to do this one more time tonight, guys. So I'm going to stop looking at comments for just a minute. I'm going to explain to Styles what happened. And if you go in and read the actual paper, I don't know how to describe. If you read what the Supreme Court issued out, okay, what they said, their documents from there, you would understand what I'm saying. When it went to the Supreme Court, it had nothing to do with Prime being sued for the lease program. It had to do with a transportation worker's ability to go to court instead of an arbitrator. This guy wants to sue Prime. Prime was saying, no, you have to go through an arbitrator, okay? So when it went to the Supreme Court, it wasn't about that. It wasn't about the case itself. It was about the transportation worker, that driver's ability to go to court instead of an arbitrator, okay? That's what it was about. That verdict has affected every transportation company in America, okay? Every single one has to deal with that verdict now because they can no longer use arbitrators to settle disputes about money owed or money paid. Okay, anything like that. It has to be, it can go to court now. That's what the thing was. Now the guy can file his court papers to go to court. It had no merit on the case. Their decision had no merit as far as whether or not his case was good. It had merit of he has the right to go to court instead of an arbitrator. Okay? Because up until that, every truck company in America, if you had a problem with them in a lease program, you had to go in front of an arbitrator. All right, you didn't get a jury or a judge to decide. You had a lawyer who, was an arbitrator who decided, and they heavily favored in favor of the companies. And now, as a driver, if I have a dispute with Prime, I'm not, I don't have to go in front of an arbitrator. I can go to court. I can get a jury to decide who was right and who was wrong. So hopefully that makes sense to you. So now we'll see how his case proceeds through the court system because now his case can go to court. So now we'll see how it proceeds. All right. And yes, hey, I like the idea we can go to court now instead of an arbitrator. I have no problem with that. Prime is already New Prime Inc. Prime is already New Prime Inc. They've been New Prime Inc. for many years. Yeah, use me as a referral for Mountain Dew. I must have missed something up there. Someone must be coming here. Guilty's out of trucking. Oh, I didn't see that video, but I don't really follow them people. That whole little group they have there, and including like RVT and all them. Everybody talks about them, but I don't really follow them. And now I don't follow anybody. I watch videos on Nick and Carla's channel to keep up with them girls to see how they're doing. Yes, if you already have your CDL, you can go to work at Prime from Washington. I think if you already have your CDL in California, you can go to work for Prime. Hit the bucket after the street tacos. Nice. How you doing, Michael? Yeah, Nick and Carla didn't lease here because that truck payment scared them. All right? And I think they wanted a lease to own, and at Prime that requires a large down payment. Someone made a comment that says Robert Lowe. Is this what you guys do in your downtime? Yes, Mr. Lowe, this is what we do in our downtime. At least it's what I do on my downtime. It is. Yeah, I think Nick and Carla ultimately want to be straight owner operators. That's why I'm following their progress, because I want to see how they do. Support Chad Rich for president with PayPal. I don't know about California because I live in Washington. Yeah, we're having some issues in California now too, so I don't know exactly what they all are. Try to open this up, guys, see if we can get some lighting in here. See, now we don't have enough light, or I guess it looks pretty good. It's hard to tell. No, I highly doubt that's the real Rob Lowe. I don't believe that would be the real Rob Lowe there. Now, Michael, that's a good possibility for them. Maybe. The real Rob Lowe's, yeah, the real Rob Lowe's outside of his casino down there in Biloxi smoking a cigar, guys, because he owns a casino in Biloxi, Mississippi as well, if you didn't know that already. But you can't smoke in it. It was the first non-smoking casino on the Gulf Coast. You have to go outside to smoke. Oh, Matthew's saying that they're requiring actual classroom instruction. So I guess you have to have so many hours. Maybe that's what it is. You have to have so many hours of classroom instruction in order to get your CDL there. It's a possibility. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, his casino in Biloxi, Mississippi, you can't smoke in it. It's the first non-smoking casino on the Gulf Coast. That casino at one time belonged to his deceased mother. I don't know Styles. I don't know where it came from. I just know he owns it. No, Calvin, the down payment, if you're doing a lease to own, if you're doing just a regular lease, you don't want to own the truck. Thank you, Miss Rita. If you're just wanting to lease, there's no down payment. If you're wanting to lease to own, it depends on, if you're coming into Prime for the first time, never drove for Prime before, lease from Success Leasing, it's $14,000 down. So, but if you've been leasing with Prime, they take $1,000 off the down payment for every year you've been leasing, down to like $9,000 or $7,000 or something. You would have to find out. You have to find out. Yeah, Rita made a campaign contribution to the Rich and Bags for President Fund. And Styles, that's a real possibility. That's a real possibility. Tommy, I did get to see my family. So I did get to see my family yesterday. I got there yesterday afternoon, stayed overnight, left out late this morning. Or it was almost afternoon.
That was JBG Travels.
So that's what he looks like?
That's what he looked like before. You don't know what he
Oh.
looks like now?
He's an old guy, ain't
He's
he?
like,
Oh, wow.
I thought
Yeah.
he knew what he looked like.
Chad Rich, the only non-politically correct cat. Yeah, however he got it, he still owns it. That's all I know. He's still getting the fucking money from it. You're going to Prime Terminal to speak for this week's safety meeting. Yeah. You know, I would do that. If they defer a truck payment, I'd go to talk at the safety meeting. Sure. Sure, I'll make that deal with you. Just get me routed in, Mr. Lowe. Yeah, I'm surprised Rita has any money being PSD. Never worry yourself about another man's pocket. Yeah, like I said, it don't matter. It don't matter how he got it. Don't matter how he got it. No, actually, I don't think it has the E on it. Styles. Yeah, it's LW. I mean, that would be interesting. Yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah, if I got routed in, yeah. What's today, Monday? Well, they have till Friday to route me in, so I guess we will see. I guess we would find out, won't we, guys? Yeah, I think Noah's thinking of the actor Rob Lowe. Yeah, Noah's thinking of the actor Rob Lowe. Or less, Will, yes. I think 2 weeks is a reasonable estimate. It's very close. Yeah. 2 weeks would be very close. He needs 6,640 miles. That's what he needs as of right now. So we will see how that goes. We will see how that goes. 6,640 miles is what he needs. So 2 weeks is a very reasonable estimate. Yeah, Kenworth, yeah, I mean, I'm just sitting down here in Columbia, man. Just hanging out. Your truck number. I posted, I'll give it to you because I actually posted it on my videos, but it is 690582. That would be my truck number. So you're going to PSD after, how do I get you as a trainer? Well, it just kind of is just going to happen. I'm just going to pick people up when I go in. So, you know, if timing is right, you know, it's all about timing and stuff. So, you know, Mr. Brown asked me earlier about, because he's going to go on the 1st, and I told him we'll talk next week to remind me we can talk about it next week. Because as of right now, I don't know exactly when I'm going to be there to pick another student up. And I don't want students to have to sit around. I mean, guys, you could get in a situation where you could sit there, and by the time I get to the terminal, your PSD could already be done. And, you know, you don't want to do that. You don't want to sit around that long.
I sat for like 3-4 days. I sat for 4 days.
Yeah, Stephon sat for 4 days. I went to Prime when 10K and came out in dead. Negative 10K. Yeah, Styles, it will. Yeah. I mean, how many Lady Drivers Prime can do phase 2 and 3, or do the last phase? Expect a message on your Qualcomm next few minutes. Can't wait to meet you. We shall see, guys. Let's see if I get something on my Qualcomm. How do people build these fleets under Prime if you can only lease one truck at a time? Valken, I don't know. I don't. Is there a limit on how many trucks you can lease at a time? That's the question. I will tell you how many of them build it. many of them buy trucks from Pedigree. Okay, so Pedigree does their own in-house financing. So technically, they're not leasing those trucks anymore. They're buying the 3-year-old used trucks, and then they lease them out at Prime with drivers in them. And a lot of guys, what they do is when they get their truck paid off, they throw a driver in it and lease another one and drive it, and then, you know, and it's a revolving door. Yeah, Rita, that's tough when you're in a manual. All that stop and go and then hills, it's no fun. It's no fun at all. Running for the office ain't cheap. Oh my goodness. I guess Chad's got a PayPal. I don't know.
It's dinner time.
Noah, I don't know anything about that, but I did see that online. I saw that somewhere. I did see that somewhere. Harmony, I don't think they necessarily have enough lady drivers. They do have some. But we have, there are many male drivers here who have been here a long time that have trained a lot of females. And, you know, that's one thing I also tell female students. If you get a male trainer and he's been here a long time and he's got a history of training multiple females, you can feel pretty okay with him, okay? Because if there was going to be an issue, Prime would already know about it, and he wouldn't be training or training females at least at all. All right. The driver has too many preventables. I'm afraid to even look. Good stuff. Too many preventables. That's pretty funny, guys. It's good stuff tonight. Very, very good stuff tonight, guys. I really, that break at home, that little break I got last night, man, that thing really helped a lot. I needed that. I really needed that break. So it was nice to get home and see how things are going at home and all that. Sorry guys, I'm looking something up real quick. Looking something up real quick. This thing kind of does whatever it wants. What's today's date? Today is the 18th. 4709, okay. I'm in automatic, Harmony. Mine's automatic. Hey Styles, that does happen, man. That does happen sometimes. Oh, I don't do PayPal. Guys, I'm not going to do a PayPal and all that on a YouTube account. Yeah, I don't. Y'all are cracking me up. That's good stuff, guys. It's good stuff. So yeah, so we're gonna unload this in the morning, and then hopefully we get a load to California. So that'd be a nice big chunk of miles off. Produce is starting to run, so once you get there, you can make some money and get back. Harmony, I drove a manual for over 1 million miles. If I can drive an automatic now for the rest of my life, I'd be happy. All right? I'd be happy with it. No doubt about it. I'd prefer to be in an automatic. I haven't seen no fender benders tonight, guys. We had a couple close ones. But I haven't seen any. Yet. I got some guy walking up to my window. Let me check this out. Y'all want to see? Let's see. What's up, man?
How you doing?
All right.
And I ain't looking for trouble or anything like that, or big. I'm honestly trying to earn a few dollars. Can you help me?
No, I ain't got nothing for you to do, man.
Okay. Appreciate you.
All right, man.
God
Have a
bless
good
you.
one.
Drive safe.
Yeah. Lot lizard. No. Hey, I'm gonna start doing it to everyone because they leave real quick when they realize they're live on camera. They head the hell out. Yeah, he's not a subscriber. Yeah, he was just looking for work. Yeah, he was just looking for work. Hey, he was clean too, guys, so I mean... Yeah, he's probably a driver. He's probably a driver, stopped at a casino and burned through all his money or something, man, just looking for some work. Stefan. Look, I love my automatic. You know, and I would expect he won't be the last one tonight. I'll be honest with you. This truck stop's pretty crappy. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of those this evening. Correct, Johnny. Correct. I mean, what really do I have for someone to do? I mean, shine the wheels, that's it, right? I mean, polish chrome. And, you know, most of the guys who actually come up and want to work in polished chrome, most of them have a backpack or a bag or a wagon with them or something with all their chrome shit in there, all their polishing shit, so they can actually do it. He was just hanging out. He is just looking for a handout. He phrased it a little different, but that's definitely what he was looking for. He was looking for lotion. Nice. Around me to say. Hell yeah, Kenworth, I watched that Peterbilt video. I've seen both of those. You know, Kenworth, the funny thing is, if you look at my International LT Tour and theirs, it's the same truck. Look at the truck number. It's the exact same truck. That's funny that we did it in the same truck. And I know why, because that red really stands out. But I did watch the Peterbilt one as well, and I just fell more in love with the Peterbilt. I can't wait to get it in. Yeah, I can't wait till it gets here, man. May 20th. May 20th, guys. So get your seatbelt on the doors. He's coming back. Yeah, I'll be locked up tight. Look, guys, I've been out here a long time. Trust me, I know how to be safe in the evenings. No, Matthew, because that's the same truck that I did the tour in. So it was done in Springfield, Missouri. Yeah, the PW May 20th, guys. I use the seatbelt at night. Tom, I have not done that at Prime. I did that at KLLM because all KLLM Freightliners were keyed the same. I don't know if they still are or not, but all KLM Freightliners used to be keyed the same. Same key opened all of them. So you have people who quit, take a key with them, they get in every KLM Freightliner out there. And so that's why at KLM I slept with my seatbelts through my doors. Feeling fresh, a little bit lighter, yeah. Hey, that's a good idea if you're a flatbedder, yeah. Throw them a bar, say go around and tighten all my straps up. There you go. Yeah, that, you know, look, hey, now I did my LT International tour a couple weeks before they did. It's the same truck number though. If you look on the side of the truck, it's the same truck number. At least as far as I remember it was. It's like the 1042nd truck, right? So, you know, maybe they could have moved that truck to Pittston, I guess. Because they might drive those trucks to Pittston to drop them off. I don't know. Yeah, Sean, it just all depended, man. If I slept at a customer, I never worried about it. Like out front of a Kroger or something, I didn't worry about it so much. But yeah, no, Will, I'll never do that. Ratchet straps is another one I know people do. There's a lot of women who will use a ratchet strap. Run it between both doors, tighten it up, and then tighten it all the way down when they go to bed. That's a really smart idea. Because even if they break the window, they can't get that door open. Because that ratchet strap, if you put it right in the middle, they can't reach it without having to climb in through that window. You know, and by then you can already pick something up and bust them in the fucking head with it, and it's over. No, Michael, I've never even been close to hijacked. Yeah, you can carry a bat. Carry one of those small bats. Say it's a tire thumper. Yeah, correct. It's a tire thumper. That's right. It's a freaking tire thumper, man. That's what it's good for. No doubt about it. It's good stuff. We had one at FFE get stolen. He picked up a load of saline bags from a medical facility, and we were supposed to drive 200 miles with that in Dallas. He was right there in Fort Worth, right behind Coors down there, the South plant. And a dumbass went to the TA over there in Terrell, Texas, and got out. And they showed the video when I was in training there in 2006 in orientation. They showed the video of how fast it can happen. This guy pulls up to the fuel line, he pulls up to the yellow line, he gets out of the truck. Like, he wasn't, you could see the camera angle from the TA parking lot. He wasn't even inside of the TA yet. And they were already busting his fucking door open. They already had the door open. So he comes out, they show the whole video, man. Like, he's barely inside and they're already gone. They're driving off the lot. He goes in, does whatever, and they show the time lapse on it. I don't remember what it was. I want to say it was like 17 or 18 minutes that he was inside the TA. And he comes out and he's walking and he just gets to where his truck was and he's just standing there looking around. Yeah, that'd be about right for the price. Head open. Got the Luz for $12. Yeah, they sell them. They sell stuff like that. Yeah. Hey, and if you ever get stopped and you got something on there like that, it's a tire thumper, all right? That's exactly what you tell the cop. It's a tire thumper. That'll keep you out of trouble in any state. You know, if you just got like a little piece of wood or a baseball bat or even a small lead pipe, hey, it's a tire thumper. It's a tire thumper. This prime driver beside me just woke up. I think he's getting ready to roll out. So Johnny says, scariest story ever on the road. I don't know. My trainee, he's inside eating. He went in to get Dairy Queen. So 2006 did suck because of what you're right. There was not a smartphone. I don't think I really had a smartphone in trucking until like 2010. I think I had my Razor, my LG Razor. No, 2008 I had my Rumor. Yeah, 2008 I had a Rumor. I think that's when I got my first like phone. The Dairy Queen is just ice cream and hot dogs. Your brother driving. My brother's driving? What, is he here? Yeah, go to Gary, Indiana. It won't take long to see some scary shit. Yeah, Jason, when I was there, I went and got my food, got my truck, closed the curtain, and never looked back out. Straight up. Oh, scary story, my brother driving. Oh. I'm trying to think of one. It's been so much to happen. Guys, I'll be honest with you, there's not a lot out here that scares me. All right? I mean, I'm very good about being aware of my surroundings at all times. I'm very good about choosing where to park, thinking safety in mind. I'm very good about all of that. So there's not a lot out here that really scares me. Not a lot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, but that's happened to me before. But yeah, for Stefan, when we went up the hill in Breezewood and had to stop because this little like Jeep thing comes swinging around, a little Kia Sportage or something. Stefan had to stop going up the hill, and then we started sliding backwards. Like he was on the brake, and we're still sliding backwards. So that was scary for him. That was a stressful moment for me. I mean, but I've been through stuff like that before. When me and Cedric were driving through Wyoming, and we were on the ice and snow and the wind, and he looked out the passenger side window and said, "I can read Prime on the side of the trailer." You know, he was scared to shit. That scared him half to death. But that's happened to me before too. And I was able to gain control of it and put it, get it straight again. So that wasn't too bad. So, I mean, there's different things. Not only attend the safety meeting, but get your free breakfast while you're there. Yeah, he changed the name. Yeah, he did change the name. So, yeah, my neighbor is leaving. There's a Prime beside me. He's now heading out. He's getting the hell out of here. Have I ever been robbed? No, Johnny, I have not. I have not. Look, guys, most of the time I don't carry that much money. What are they gonna get from me? You know what I mean? A couple bucks? Shit. You know? The only reason I had that money when I made that one video is because I was making that video. Y'all think I hung on to that money in my pocket? No, that money went away. It got put up. Yeah, Sean, that happens too. All right, guys, funny story. Student Greg. I think I've told this story, but I'm going to tell it again in case some of y'all missed it. So, Student Greg, who I picked up in July. I had Greg from July to September. Greg was really quick. Greg was like a total of 10 weeks. But I picked him up in July. We were in his TNT phase, and he was driving. And we were coming out of Georgia, going up to North Carolina. And we hit a bunch of traffic. There was a bad wreck or something, or construction or something. I don't know. I was in bed sleeping. And I wake up to Greg yelling, "The truck won't stop, the truck won't stop." And so, for you guys out there who have been trainers, or are trainers, or are students, you can only imagine my reaction, right? I come tearing up here, throw the fucking curtain open, you know, I'm out of the bed, I go from 0 to 100 miles an hour, you know, the minute I hear it. And I look and we're stopped in traffic. All right, we're at a complete stop. The brakes are pulled, okay? The brakes are pulled, the valves are out. And he's freaking out. And I said, "Greg, what is wrong?" We're rolling, it won't stop moving. I have the brakes down, I pulled this. I said, "Greg, we're not moving." "Yes, we are." I said, "No, Greg, the people on each side of us are moving, we are not." He thought that everybody else was standing still and our truck was moving. And the whole time we were dead stopped on the interstate. Anyhow, so that was pretty funny shit. No, he wasn't drunk or nothing. I'll be honest with you. He was at the end. He was at the end of an 11-hour drive shift, and it was like his fourth day in a row. We were running straight back and forth, California and back, and we were taking straight, 11-hour breaks, 12-hour breaks, whatever it ended up being. And so I think he was just tired. Yeah, Stefan said he's had that feeling before. Yeah, I think he was just tired. And he got freaked out. But yeah, he thought we were rolling and everybody else was standing still. Nerds, I'm not gonna talk about that stuff. I'm on e-logs. I follow the law now, so. I love e-logs for that reason. E-logs keep you out of trouble, guys. There's a lot of guys that hate them. I don't mind them. I make just as much money. I make more money now than I did on paper logs, but because I work different now because I'm working on percentage and stuff. But paper logs, yeah, you could do some crazy stuff. So, I can generalize that. I can tell you. I won't talk about me specifically, but I can tell you I know for a fact, I know people who have driven over 1,000 miles in a day without taking a break. I know a guy that filled up in Amarillo, Texas, and his truck never come off the interstate until he was in Tennessee. All right? It was like 1,007 miles or something without ever stopping the truck. By the way, guys, June 13, 2019 will be announcing that all lease drivers will choose from a load board. Well, they're not going to have a load board. They're going to have a load offering system. So, ate a bag of magic shrooms. How many E-points can you get? E-log points. Well, they have it broke down. I think it's like 20, 40, and 60 or something like that. Yeah, you're right. It is one less thing to do. Yeah, you get more rest. You just push a button and you're done. Yeah, paper logs, man. And here's what I didn't like about paper logs, okay? Dispatch could push you. All right? Dispatch could push you. So, I drove 700 miles one day because there was a snowstorm rolling into Albuquerque. Or it was going to hit like Amarillo area. So I made sure to get all the way to Albuquerque. I did 700 miles in one drive shift, all right? Now keep in mind, you get 11 hours. That's a 70-mile-an-hour truck, guys. When I'm solo, my left door stays shut. All right. I stop for a 30-minute break and I stop when I'm done for the day. So when you get out west, you can do 70. I drove 700 miles to Albuquerque, was there for 2 hours in bed sleeping, and dispatch called me, going, "Hey, can you drop that trailer at the drop yard in Albuquerque and bobtail almost to Denver? Grab this load," which is 400 miles, by the way. So it was like almost 300 miles to where they wanted me to go. "Grab this load from this guy who just broke down the side of the road and deliver it back in Albuquerque the next morning." I said, "No." I said, "I just come off 700. I just drove 700 miles to get here. You're talking about doing another 6. You're talking about doing 1,300 miles today. There's no way in hell. I can't physically do that. I mean, I could probably, but I'm not going to." And then they try to offer you all kinds of extra money, and it gets crazy. Yeah, hey Styles, I did see that guy got arrested for doing. Yes, he drove from Seattle to over to, I think it was New Hampshire, or New York, or something. Yeah, that was it's fucking crazy, man. Nelson loves paper logs. Seattle to Boston. That might be the guy. That might be the guy Warp might be talking about. Yeah, Ridge Runner. I love e-logs. Yeah, I love e-logs. He started beating. Yeah, he locked himself out. Yeah. Yeah, Styles, I read that report. Yeah, he locked himself out of the truck and he was all fucked up. You tell them to pick up the load. Yeah, because they used to do that shit to us, man. They call you in the middle of the night and be like, "Hey, can you go do this really quick?" You've already worked your full day, and then they're calling you, "Hey, can you go do this real quick?" And then you tell them no, and they're like, "Well, what if I do you a $400 bonus or something, Would that get you to do it?" No. $400 does not make me less sleepy, okay? You can offer me all the money in the world, but if the reason I don't want to do something is because I'm tired, no amount of money fixes the fact that I'm tired, all right? No amount of money fixes that, all right? Now, if I'm refusing to do something because it doesn't pay enough and you throw me some money, then you might convince me to do it. But if I'm telling you I'm not doing it because I'm tired, you can't do it with money. Yeah, that guy was all screwed up. Yeah, those days are over with, thank goodness. Yeah, Joe, yeah, they do. Yeah, but bull haulers are a different breed of people, man. Bull haulers got balls the size of ball bulls, all right? They're out there running 1,000 miles a day at freaking 90 miles an hour. Nicholas, I ran team loads nonstop for 2000 from the summer of 2006 to the summer of 2008. I ran nonstop from it started in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, but the following year it moved to Tobyhanna, Pennsylvania, to Fontana, California, back and forth, and every now and then I would stop in Olive Branch, Mississippi. All right, I'd have a stop in Olive Branch. Sometimes it would be just straight drop and hook the trailer and grab another one and keep going to Pennsylvania. But I did that for 2 full years. All right. As a solo driver, I did 180,000 miles a year for 2 years. I did 360,000 miles in 2 years there. And then I started doing the Olive Branch to Tobyhanna run a lot. I just started doing that because they started running nonstop teams out to California. And I started just doing the Tobyhanna to Olive Branch, and I started doing it in one drive shift. All right, 916 miles. So here comes another one and come beating on the door. I'm going to close my curtain up. There's one peeking. I think this guy's probably got hose in his car. I think there's a pimp rolling through here with hose. I ain't even playing. Here, I'll even show you guys. See that car right there? There's a guy driving it and there's 2 women in the back. There's a guy driving it and there's two women in the back seat and they're cruising through a truck stop parking lot. So what do you think is going on? Ugh. Call the police. Oh, you don't have to around here. Someone will do it. Someone will do it for us. Someone will take care of it. I'm gonna give y'all an outside view for a minute for y'all to view traffic. How's that? There you go. That way y'all can look at traffic for just a few minutes here. While I take care of something real quick like. And see how this goes. Uber driver pimping hose. Oh, you know what? It could be an Uber driver. I didn't think about that. You know what, Styles? They could be. That would be a bad situation if that's true. You know? I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, Aaron. That's where I'm at. Yeah, I was just looking at that video. I almost butt cracked y'all. That was close. Johnny, you think that's what I'm doing? I don't think so. Maybe I'm just hanging out. Maybe I was just hanging out in the truck for a minute. Maybe I needed a private minute. Babs, where's the hand sanitizer? Well, it's probably in David H's door. Because that's where David H keeps his hand sanitizer, is in his door. We all know that. Nick and Carla don't have enough experience to buy a truck at Lone Mountain. I think he's talking about Lone Mountain. Yeah, I don't know what all they require at Lone Mountain. I know they said that last video that I watched, I know they put one out today, but I know the last video said they were going to go there and check it out, you know, just to kind of look around and then try to get a better understanding of how it works. So, I guess they did that. I'm going to check that video out. If you guys have never watched Nick and Carla, man, they're pretty good to watch. She does a hell of a job with her videos. Hell of a job with them. Hanging out in the dew bottle. There's some yellow lights flashing there. The Flying J in Columbia? No, I'm at the Pilot, that little bitty shitty Pilot, Kenworth, with the terrible parking. Oh, cool, Michael. I'm definitely going to watch that. Well, they're coming up on 1.5 years, I think. I think they're at like 1 year and 2 months now or something. Yeah, they were just checking it out, Jay. Yeah, so that's really cool they recorded it. I'm going to definitely watch that tonight. So I'm kind of curious about that. She's really smart about picking things to video, so she's really good about that. She's got massive editing skills. That girl knows how to do it. That girl knows how to handle it, man. No doubt about it. She takes care of it. Yeah, that's the cold dew. That's the warm dew. That's the cold dew. And I always look at my bottle before I start drinking it. Jason, I work for a newspaper, and I did a couple different things. I did DirecTV satellites. I was a contractor for them. I was like a district manager for a newspaper. I did a couple different things. And While I was at the newspaper, I also managed a Domino's Pizza. But I did them at the same time. Domino's was a second job for me. Don't. Yeah, you don't want to mix the bottles up. That's pretty important. Yeah, heavy metal, that's what I did, but I did it for DirecTV. Right when they did the dish change over to the multi-LMBs. Yeah, I mean, hey, I'll run into them someday out here. What's going on, Kiana? I think Kiana put a new video out today too, somebody said. Let's take a peek. Let me see if it's on here. 2 hours ago, she did. Barbecue. You're barbecuing in Springfield. So, you know what? I've thought about doing that. Yeah, here's what I thought about doing, guys. I thought about when I come in, like when I bring Stefan in, because if the weather's nice, I thought about like buying a bunch of hot dogs and burgers and crap and having a little cookout back there behind the training pad. I think they got barbecue grills out there. Stefan's Mountain Dews, we take the labels off of. Yeah, we take the labels off of it. So yeah, that's what I thought about doing, is grabbing a bunch of like burgers and dogs and chips and shit and cooking out back there behind the training pad. But the only problem is the orientation people can't get to it. That's my only issue with it. Correct, Michael. That was going to be the plan. I have that 4-foot tripod. I was going to bring it out there, set the camera up on it, do the whole thing. Robert Lowe. Yeah, the Robert Lowe from that was here earlier. Not the real Robert Lowe. I'll just pay for it myself, but get to Aces 2 on Saturday. I bet you that was long and boring for you. Oh, you like? See, now she took advantage of it and learned a lot. It is boring in my opinion though, but yeah, she learned a lot from it. And a lot of people do walk away from that knowing a lot. My brother took it and said it was very informative and he really enjoyed it. It taught him a lot too. Yeah, it taught him a lot too. Yeah, I'm the real Robert Lowe. So what's it about? The Aces 2, it does a couple things. It teaches you how to read your settlements. It talks to you about where you're spending too much money, specifically fuel, guys. It's really a fueling class more than anything, because that's what they harp on. They would get real specific about your miles per gallon, how much it's costing you to operate your truck, where you can save some money, which is always fuel. It just tries to teach you how to do better. Yeah, Kiana, that happens a lot, yeah. But for newer drivers, it's a great class. I also recommend to everybody upgrading, I don't care if you're going company or lease, take the they call it slingshot class or something. Take that class during your upgrade process, guys. You're getting paid $700 a week while you're upgrading, all right? That week. Go ahead and take that slingshot class. It will teach you some things. I forgot my wallet. What are the tests about prior to upgrade? It's not that they're tests, Jason. The only test you take is a backing test on the simulator. You have 10 minutes basically to do a offset. Oh, slingshot's not mandatory for everybody. Good. They needed to make that mandatory. Good. They needed to make that mandatory. That's pretty important. Mr. Johnson's bank accounts. Calling Uber stuff. Now we'll find a Walmart. We'll find a Walmart next day or so. We'll look for one. I hear prime fires if you can't keep up with Styles. It's hard not to keep up with MPGs here. They're only looking for like 7.5. I mean, even weeks where I run 65 hard both ways across the country, I still get over 8. Well, the air brake test, you need to know what you're doing, because that's the one part of the pre-trip that's pass or fail. Okay, the in-cab inspection is pass or fail. Either you pass it or you fail. There's not the air brake part, and it is part of the in-cab inspection, guys. The air brake part test is part of the in-cab inspection. Michael, even running wide open, though, I get over 8, 8.16, 8.19 usually. I mean, the backing test is actually I think it's supposed to be a 90-degree alley dock, but you can turn it into like an offset, because you get 10 minutes to do it. It's very simple. 7.9 at 60. Guys, it's kind of weird. So she was talking about the sweet spot for her truck. Where's it at? So Kiana, let me ask you, what's the sweet number for you? What's your sweet spot as far as miles per gallon? Or not, or speed for your highest miles per gallon? Because I've been doing 58, and we actually got better miles per gallon running 61 and 62 this week than we were getting at 58. And it does happen sometimes in trucks. You're 58 in international. Okay. Yeah, he says he's been doing a lot better on fuel mileage. We got 9.3 on this trip, guys, and I drove 65 miles an hour for 600 miles yesterday. Or 580. Yesterday morning, I did 65 miles an hour, and we're loaded. I mean, we're not light. I mean, we're 30, I think the load's 38,000 pounds. Yeah, I have the air brake test. Yeah, it's in a video, Will. Yeah, I have my in-cab inspection. I think I even labeled it in-cab inspection, including air brake test. Jason, I don't know if I'd say for the whole first year, but I think until you get into the flow of things, I think there's nothing wrong with going company driver, okay? Until you get the flow of things. Some guys might do that, or some drivers, because, I mean, look, Kiana's in here. Rita's probably still around. So it's not specifically for men, but some drivers get the flow of things in a month. Some drivers, it takes 3 months, all right? It just all depends. Correct, your driving technique has a lot. How much you stop has a lot to do. Your stop and goes, all that plays into it. Correct, it's not just lowering the speed. Keeping the left door shut really improves your fuel mileage a lot more than people realize, guys. If you're stopping that truck 6, 7, 8 times a day, you're killing your fuel mileage. And that's probably what David H is doing. It's probably what David H is doing. Michael, I'm about 32,500 pounds empty with the trailer. Kiana, there's something wrong with those dates. You might want to look at that again. Surely it wasn't a full year before you got hired on. Maybe she came to orientation on the 30th of June and got passed her test on July 16th. Maybe that's what it was. Are there cameras? Will only out-facing stuff. There's some out-facing stuff going on, but I have a dash cam anyhow. We seen wrecking my trucks. That's pretty funny. Because of where I live. They won't let you go reefer, huh? Flatbed only. Peterbilt might be heavier. It might be. Yeah, the Peterbilt might be a little heavier. Oh, orientation July 16th. Passed your CDL, passed your test on July 30th. Yeah, I mean, if you understand the trucking industry and you know what's going on out here and you got a pretty good feel for everything, then, I mean, there's nothing wrong with going lease right off the bat. It's just everybody's different. Tom, they do in certain parts of the country. Like if you, okay, so when you fill out your application, you send it in, you call in. In certain parts of the country, they only allow certain divisions. Yeah, my truck's got 128,000 miles on it now, guys. I picked this truck up June 27th. So, about 9 months, I've put 128,000 miles on it, training. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina at the Pilot, at the very dangerous Pilot. If I remember correct, I think Jason's from like Idaho. I could be wrong, but I think Jason's from Idaho. It's been a while, so I think since he's brought it, yeah, Idaho. Correct, Kenworth, I saw that. They were talking about the Kenworths being kind of heavy. No, this truck's been very good to me. This truck's been very good to me. I also take care of my equipment. I get the oil changed when I'm supposed to. I get the filters changed, including the air filter. If something is wrong, I immediately find out what the problem is and whether or not it needs to be fixed immediately. If it's something like right now, I have a sensor that's acting up, okay? But it's just a sensor. It's nothing else. It's not causing any mechanical issues. It's not causing any safety issues. I simply have a sensor it's acting up a little bit. So I have not had it dealt with yet, but I will get that done eventually. Yeah, the refills is nice, Styles, if you have a cup. Yeah, Pilot, I wish Pilot did free refills. They do have the unlimited showers, but I wish they did the free refills too. Zach, they do a 3-year lease. All their trucks are underneath a 3-year lease, and then it's gone. I did not, Dale. I come down 26 out of North Carolina. Why am I getting a new truck? Because I wanted the new Ultraloft Peterbilt. Honestly, guys, I don't like the suspension system in Freightliners. All right, they got rid of the Leafs, and they put a spring arm on there, and they do not handle bumps for the shit at all. Like it's so bad. Like when Chad Rich first got his. He took that shit to the shop and said, hey, y'all need to check this. Is something wrong with the shocks going on it already or something? Are they missing? Did they forget to put shocks on it? Chad Rich actually took his to the shop and had it looked at. That's how bad they handle bumps compared to the older ones who had the Leafs. It sucks. How many primes did you get on the truck till they get rid of? It's 3 years, man. The only way they get rid of them early is if you're if you're a trainer or a team and you hit a certain mileage at a certain time, and if you go into your contract, you can see what that is. So, how often do you change your shocks? Taco, I've never changed mine, but it's felt like this since day one, so it's definitely not a shock issue. It's felt like this since day one, since the day I got it. Look, it's so bad, you know, I'm telling y'all, it's just got the spring arms, right? It doesn't have the leaf springs no more to absorb the bumps, all right? It's just got spring arms. This thing hits bumps so fucking bad, the leaf arms on the drive line were cracked. They had to weld them. They had to weld them. That's how bad this thing handles bumps. Is those freaking leaf arms were cracked. They had to weld them back together. Green trucker, I mean, that would be a question for a recruiter. Because I don't know the variance of experience versus pay and all that. You know, I'm a lease operator. I run on percentage. So I get 72% of the freight. I mean, of the freight bill. Yeah, Jason, I'm hoping my Pete's nice and smooth. That's why they're called freight shakers, correct. Correct. And this one here will shake you to death. I mean, bad. Bad, bad. Like bounce you out of freaking bed bad. And that's no joke. I've literally come up off the mattress before while laying in bed. Especially in Michigan or parts of Indiana. It is 72%. 72% of the freight bill. Did I say 52, guys? Whew. 72%. 72%. All right. 72% is what it is. I'm asking for it tonight, guys. At my age, I should not sit Indian style. Yes, thank God for the net. You got that right, Mike. That net saved me. Kenworth, hey, this Freightliner, man. I'll be honest with you, if I had to do it all over again, if I knew everything about this truck back before I ordered it, I never would have ordered it. I just wouldn't have. I'd still be in my 2017. It ran way smoother than this. Way smoother. And that truck was good to me too. That truck was very good to me. When I got rid of that truck, it had 189,000 miles on it. And it was never in the shop. Michigan, what, 4 tires in the last year? I believe it. Hey, Michigan roads are terrible, guys. They suck. Hey, Michigan roads suck, man. It's terrible. Just bad situations out there. It is bad shit, man. Bad, bad, bad. I didn't realize 40 caliber was live. I just got it. He's probably already done. He's probably already done. New York roads suck too. Hey, I'm just saying, roads in Michigan, parts of Indiana, Kentucky right now, real bad on 24. Yeah, that video of the Ultraloft's nice. Yeah, I can't wait for it to come in. I can't wait for it. Where's Chad been? He's been running, Dale. He's been running his tail off. You know, he's out there campaigning all across America. From California to Atlanta to Houston to Laredo, Texas, man. He's got campaign stops all along the way. Just in the last few days. I believe Mr. Chad Rich is campaigning in Laredo, Texas tonight. Yeah, Mr. Brown, it's on the Prime Inc. Facebook page. They did a tour of it. They did a tour of it on the Prime Inc. Facebook page. The Ultraloft's a nice truck. It's a nice truck, guys. It really is. I like it. They've done a lot with it. So what days you plan on taking home time as to not lose the most money? Well, when I take 4 days, I get home on Monday, which means I deliver Monday morning somewhere. And as long as I'm home by like lunchtime, I'll take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I'll leave back out Friday morning. That's what I do. And so I have my revenue till Monday morning, and then I have revenue starting Friday morning until Tuesday at 4 p.m. And so I never go in the hole that way. I always get a paycheck. They're just not very big on those 2 weeks. You know, usually $1,000 range each one of those weeks. Yeah, the Ultraloft is sweet. Yeah. But Jason, that's how I do my home time. I do it for 4 days. Like I said, I usually try to get home Monday and stay home the rest of Monday, all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, all day Thursday, and leave out Friday morning. Yes, yes. Night steer, yes. Oh, it's full now, Michael. I don't think there's a spot in the... Oh, wait a minute. There's a spot right beside me, I think. Let me look. Yeah, there's a few spots, including one right beside me. And it's funny, is the one right beside me is probably going to be the easiest spot in the parking lot to get into. I hope not. I hope I don't get whacked on. All right, Styles, have a good night, buddy. Do you stay out 5 or 6 weeks? Yeah, Jason, I do. That's about what I do. I've been staying out longer than that since I've been training, but here's the thing. The way I've been training is when I go home for like a whole week. And it's usually in between students, is what I usually do. Yeah, just come in on minimum experience, yeah. 3 months is more than, yeah, it's no problem doing that. Yeah, hey, that Ultraloft looks real nice, guys. Yes, Kenworth, mine is going to have all that. That's all, believe it or not, Kenworth, that's all standard. Just so you know. The only extra one would be if you add the door to the passenger side. The driver's side door on the bunk is standard. Along with the navigation on the dash. That's all standard. That comes in every Pete. In the Ultraloft model. How much are you paying, Ryan? Michael, I got my CDL 1998. But no, you don't pay back tuition. If you come to schooling at Prime and you stay at Prime 1 year, they just forgive the debt. It just goes away. They don't charge you for it. You don't pay anything back if you do the 1 year. Yeah, Taco, yeah. The fleet managers get fined if their trucks are negative. You are correct. They are correct. Do I feel more students are making it through Prime's training? I don't know, Michael. I don't know the big picture. I just know my students make it through training. Sleep in a new heat while you visit the family. Brown, when are you coming again? You coming next? You're coming the first, right? The factory fridge is extra. It cost me. I want to say it cost me $700, Kenworth. I want to say the factory fridge cost me $700. I know my total extras was $1,968 or $1,960 is what my extras were. I got the fridge. I got the factory fridge. I got the HID headlights. Sorry about that. I gotta plug the phone in. All right, so I'm trying to think of what all I got, guys. Hold on. I got keyless entry, the factory fridge, the HID headlights. I got the leather seats. I got the upgraded leather seats, so they have the extra lumbar supports and stuff in them. That may be it, because the seats alone were like $700. I think the seats total, I think the driver's seat was like $400, passenger seat was like $300, the fridge was $700, the keyless entry was like $180. Heavy metal, so do I, but because I train, I can't really take the passenger seat out and put it in. It doesn't fit in the new Pete. What motors are in those? I don't remember now. Michael, I don't remember off the top of my head. I can't think of the name of them. Is the factory one bigger? I don't know. We'll find out when I do my truck tour of it. That's for sure. Working hard, that depends on when you left out. Alright? So that depends on when you left the yard. Because pay period ends Tuesday at 1600. No, it's actually wider and longer, heavy metal. Yeah, it's the PACCAR motor. Yeah, the PACCAR. It's the biggest bunk in the industry, top and bottom. Yeah, see, Kiana's right. It just depends on what day you leave out. If you can leave out and get a full weekend, you can very easily make, if you get a full weekend, your very first week, and you didn't sign your lease too early, all right? Guys, you need to understand something. The day you sign your lease is the day your deferred truck payment starts, okay? So if you sign your lease on Tuesday and you don't leave till Saturday, you've already wasted Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You've already wasted 4 days of your deferred truck payment, okay? You do not have to sign your lease until the day you're ready to leave with a load, all right? But you cannot drive that truck off the lot until you have a signed lease, so you would have to take the shuttle back and forth to the hotel and stuff. You can sleep in your truck, though. You just can't take it off the prime property. Why won't a door and fridge fit between the seat and the bed? And in the new Peterbilts, because it's all cabinets, I guess you could take it out. I guess you could take out the cabinets. I used to do that in a Freightliner. I used to do that in the old style Freightliners, and I used to take out that whole cabinet over here and put a door and fridge and a microwave on top of it right there. Yeah, guys, so when you sign your lease, make sure you're ready to leave. Make sure you're ready to get a load and leave, all right? $4 miles per gallon. Yeah, them big Caterpillars used to be pretty bad. That's how you have yours? Yeah, that's what I used to do. I used to pull that closet out of that, it was a spot for the factory fridge or whatever. Then there was a cabinet underneath it. I would take out from the TV stand down, so the TV the slot for the TV was still there, but I would take the rest of the cabinet out all below it, and I put a door and fridge and a microwave in there. And now you don't have to do that because in the new Freightliners, that spot's already made like that, just for that. Now what I'm going to do, I really love my freezer. I'm going to miss my freezer compartment in this fridge. So I'm going to buy the separate freezer from the company store or from Walmart, depending. Oh, you got sick last night? Eesh. That's not good. How much is a dorm fridge? $200. You can go buy it at Walmart if you want. I mean, they have them here. I mean, Prime sells them, and the reason I bought the one at Prime is it has a separate freezer compartment. And I wanted that big freezer. And when I went to Walmart, Walmart didn't have any in stock. Well, obviously, look, this is trucking, right? I want to get this truck and get going. So I spent the extra money and just bought the one from Prime and threw it in the truck. David H is live, huh? Oh, Lordy. Mr. Brown, do you smoke? I wonder if Mr. Brown smokes. Let me see if David's alive. Yeah, David's live. David H is live and in person. I know, but I can start. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? I think I'm gonna close it up. And what do I think about flatbed? Come pick you up in 3 weeks in Salt Lake. Robert, I don't know anything about the flatbed division here, so I don't like to talk about flatbed or tanker because I don't know anything about them. Yeah, I've been out here for almost 4 hours, guys. I'm gonna pack it up. Let's go hang out with David H. So y'all take care out there. Be safe. You know, all the normal stuff, guys. Be safe, make good choices, you know, and that will help you be successful. All right. So I'm gonna go hang out in David H's room, see what's going on, maybe walk in and get me some dinner. So it was a good live feed, guys. It was nice seeing everybody. I'll be with y'all again soon.